Yo. Now tuning in to One Fan Radio. We back with another banger.
Chubb, fresh off an interview on a Sunday.
You got Mar Mills. Your man in the house,
Yo.
Lizzie Black.
Y'all two niggas.
He's
Where y'all
tough.
get them? Where y'all get them fans
Hey,
from?
Dad. And we got a special guest in the building today.
No, the
Nerd Nash.
The Pain Show. What's up, man? The Pain Show had the other day with the swishy. You had on the green pair. I think you had on the black pair.
Come on, the Adidas track pants?
Was they
Oh,
had pockets on?
Is this what we doing? Yo, it's 20 up there?
He had on all black
From the last show?
Yeah.
I had, it was G-Star.
Yeah, no, I had Adidas sweatpants on.
Alright, yeah, I need a pair of them, John. I'm getting dressed this third, fourth quarter. Yeah, man. We got a special guest in the building, man. A legend, podcast legend, internet legend. My man Nerd Nash in the building. What's going on?
What's good, bro? Thanks for having me. I ain't been on the mic in a minute.
Yeah,
I took a break off my podcast. Feel good though.
Niece in the cut.
Thanks for having me, man. It feel good to.
No, it's good to be coming out,
People
man.
hit me up, tell them come on the show.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah. Basically, man, the guys didn't really know, too much about you coming in, so I based like the questions and everything was basically like to not only, enlighten our listeners, but to enlighten them. So we just started off like walk us through like basically like the evolution of Nerd Nash, like how you even got started.
Damn.
Take it all the way back.
Alright. So the long version.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I've been fucking around online since I have to say like AOL days.
Chat room, John.
Yeah, like at the dial-up days when I was young, I used to, everybody rapped. So I used to write my raps, but niggas used to battle like in chat rooms, like some real nerd shit, but I was doing it, like niggas would battle, so that's how I started going online a lot, being in the AOL rooms. And then, then MySpace came, everybody was on MySpace, so I started writing blogs like on MySpace. They had the blog section.
Yeah.
And I would write about rap, like just arguing Nas versus. This is back when Cam and them was dissing each other and that shit was crazy. So I would write blogs. And people would be like, yo, your blogs are alright. Like, you fuck with them, they funny, you know what I mean? Everybody comment on them. I'm like, alright, so from there, I remember what was it called? Blogspot.com. This like, I'm going back. See, niggas looking at me like, what?
Only thing we know is MySpace.
Nah, like,
So we got as far as back we can go back.
it was a site, it was called blogspot.com, where you can make your own blog. So everybody was on there. I think, it's Biscuit, he started on there.
Yeah.
So niggas was on there. So I would do my blogs on there. And I would post them on MySpace. And I got a little following, like, the shit was getting lit. So I had a little following. And then from there, do y'all remember SOHH.com?
Yeah, that was one of the joints I used to go to when
It was like they had like a message board, a forum.
Yeah, like when rappers would diss each other or do interviews.
And
shit.
people
Yeah.
make threads or blogs and shit. So I moved I think somebody that used to comment on my blog told me about that. So I started getting on there. And I was kind of like Twitter before Twitter. Like people could argue, you post your little comments, be funny and shit. So people would just come there to fuck around. And what happened was, alright, damn, I'm getting super deep on this. What happened was I used to post on there. And it was these white boys that post on there too. And they was from 4chan. Now 4chan is like, it's a group of like hackers, geeks, like mostly white people, but hackers.
Teamed up.
You know about them?
I don't know them personally,
But they, yeah.
they're not people that have knowledge.
So just how, how people argue now on Twitter.
Yeah.
I got into a little back and forth with these dudes. And it was guys that was messaging me on the site like, yo, bro, like, don't fuck with them because they hackers, like, they can fuck shit up. I'm talking shit like, I didn't know, I'm a young boy, like, I'm just having fun, like, I don't give a fuck, like, just fucking with me. I'm thinking it's all fun. So I come to find out, y'all ever heard of Anonymous?
Yeah.
Like the hacker group,
Yeah.
the hacker email, they was down with them, right?
They fuck with the government type shit.
I didn't know nothing about this, but niggas telling me like, bro, like they for real, like they'll fuck up your shit, but I'm not worrying about it. So I got into it with them, and all of a sudden they like hacked my MySpace and my blog spot, and they was sending pizzas to my crib. Like I got into it heavy with them, like for real. And it got so the story, it's all gonna come together. I know I'm going somewhere else, but
No,
it
go ahead.
all. So I get into it with them. They hacked my Facebook. They put like porn, like the gory shit though. Like, bro, like it was like on my, like you know how you get your top 8?
Yeah.
They made my top 8 like all like gay porn, like all the shit was wild, bro, like for real.
You don't want to fuck with them.
For real. So I got into it with them, and they took it so far that they hacked SOHH and all the hip hop sites like over this shit, like to make a statement like, yo, don't, like we're not fucking around. So like that shit was crazy. They banned me, like I got IP banned from like I got banned from all hip hop. I got banned from OK.
They laid down like
Yeah, I got-
fuck with him.
I got banned from OKPlayer.com, like all these hip hop sites. They basically crashed everything. It was on MTV and everything. Crashed. It was on MTV News, all that shit. So they crashed all the hip hop sites. So from that happening, I needed a place like because I was using that place to post my blog links.
Yeah.
And then I found Twitter. And there was nobody on it. Like it made me It's Biscuit. Y'all know Sycamore?
Yeah, I can sick of
He deep in this shit too. Sycamore, he managed Travis Scott. Yeah, Sycamore. So it was just them on Twitter. And I came there on some refugee shit, like, cause I couldn't post nowhere else. So I came to Twitter, there was nobody on there.
Yeah.
This was like 2000, shit, bro. This shit might have been like 2008 when it first started.
Yo, Twitter was so hard to like.
Bro, like, it was really only for people doing like blogs, like, or whatever you was into, you post your link on there and people follow you. Then somehow I started to just be on there like, I'm just talking my shit on here. I'm gonna have fun on here. And I kind of changed how people go about posting on it. It used to just be, here go my blog and keep it moving. But then people start going, yo, I'm just anything. Like, it was weird at first because niggas was reading, used to be like, yeah, I'm about to go to the bank. Like, that's all niggas would tweet. Like, so, yeah, so that's how I first got on there. Through all that going on, I got the Twitter. And then I linked up with Wayno. You know Wayno from
Yeah.
Everyday Struggle. And we started our blog. It was called Ignorant Intelligence. Me, Wayno, regular ass Ron.
Yeah.
Us three, and we was posting shit, and I was kind of the beginning of, I don't even know what I would call it, but that's what we just started doing, and that's how it started being just a community of people through that site, and us posting on Twitter, and more people came, and it just got big. I don't know what to call it, but it just was natural. It got lit, I guess. You know?
One thing about
And then from there, I made my Nerd at the Pool Table
Yeah,
blog,
yeah.
and like this.
so all that, but it all was back and forth from Twitter or whatever.
Yeah, it all started from Twitter. Basically, me coming to Twitter. I don't want to say I started everything, but that's where my come up came. But I was doing it before then. Like I was in the internet shit, bro, for a long time.
What led to Church for a While?
Well, people was always telling me to start a podcast, but it wasn't I just wasn't ready to do it. It wasn't my thing. But I always listened to him. I listened to Combat Jack. Who else was popping back? Rosenberg and Cypher Sounds. They had one. And these white boys, these white comedians, the shit was popping too. It's called The Champs. Like, if you ever get a chance, listen to The Champs. It's a good pod. They interview like black comedians. But I was listening to that. And I was listening to podcasts, but I was just hesitant. I don't know if I was scared. It just was new. Like, people be like, yo, matter of fact, Meese was trying to get me to do it years before we actually did it. But, yeah, and I just jumped into it. I don't know what year we started.
Said
2015.
15. A lot of people say 15 between 15 and 17.
Yeah, a lot of people tell me like we was the first to keep the door open, but I don't believe that.
That was
Because I was listening to him before a
Yeah.
lot of people, but after I did mine, then Tax came, and then Joe
Joe.
Budden, and then
Yeah.
it was crazy after that.
So do you still do blogs or?
I mean, it's really, I feel like it's not a need for them Jones no more. Cause you got Twitter, you got podcasts. I mean, I'm still into writing, but nah, I don't think I would do a blog again. I think it's over for them Jones. Maybe somebody could bring them back though.
You fuck with
way.
like Reddit?
Yeah, I go on Reddit just to get like the NBA streams and battles and shit, but I know about it. Yeah, it's deep. That shit is a deep rabbit hole too.
Well,
Reddit,
lost on
yeah,
Reddit.
facts, like, yeah, for real. But
I'm
I mean, I guess my journey been.
No, cause
crazy.
I fuck with it because watching you and as far as like developing that and the gym factor and all that, it's all organic. You never really speak
Yeah,
on
bro,
numbers and downloads and all that. I never once heard you mention numbers or where you was at with stats and none of that. It was never that.
I don't know. I just do this shit naturally. I like to do this. Like I never been like wanting to do like photo shoots for my pop. I know that's professional and you got to do that, but it just always felt like I don't know, man. It just everything I do, I just try to keep it as naturally me, and this is what I would be doing. I'll be doing this shit. I'm gonna do this forever. Like I was doing it before when I was probably corny as shit. I'm in the house like doing these blogs and shit, but I don't know, man. But she always try to drag the stats on me, but I don't be into them.
Yeah, I said I was telling E that the other day. Like I don't give a fuck. I ain't looking no money.
You gotta think about, man, like what this shit gonna be like in 20 years, like you know what I mean? That's all that matters. Like when people listen to y'all shit in 20 years, they ain't gonna care that they had such and such 1,000 views. Like you know what I mean? Like,
That's a generation we in though.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah, it
worried
is.
about
I
the
know,
numbers and
man.
popularity game. So there's just
but look what's happening. Niggas is crashing down. Like
Ain't no grand prize in the popularity.
it's not, bro.
contest.
They just gonna pull you down.
Right.
They gonna bring you up and knock you down, bro. We've all seen what's going on. It's crazy, but
That's why.
it's not gonna change. I seen it happen, bro. I've seen it from the beginning. I wish I could go back and try and try to save niggas, man. But it's over. Internet is it.
So speaking on how you was able to like bring your following from platform to platform, because you just recently did it with the whole talk about the whole station head thing. How you came across that? How you made that work?
How did I find station head? I think I just seen somebody tweet it, and I clicked on it. I'm like, damn, this is like you gotta be on a radio show. I mean, if the people fuck with you, they gonna follow you, bro. Like, I got people that follow me from really from my MySpace blogs. Like, shit crazy. You just gotta be you, man. That's it. You doing a good job, bro. I follow. I've been watching you, bro. You feel me? So just keep it. Don't do no weird shit.
No,
man.
no.
I'm just saying, like, just be you. But a lot of people see what people be doing, bro. Like, once
So-
they get a little buzz,
Through your journey, right? Do you still listen to other podcasts or
Yeah.
bloggers while you was doing it, or you was just,
while I was doing it,
or you was just like focused on yours?
when I did the blogs, I was definitely, because it was new, so like everybody's shit was popping. Like, It's Biscuit, Sycamore, who else had blogs, man? Wayne, a lot of people. I was checking for everything. I pay attention to a lot of shit. But
When you got in podcast, how was it then?
when I first got in it,
Yeah, were you listening around or you stopped listening to?
I listened to what I like Combat,
Okay.
but I wasn't like
So
studying.
where you was fans before you just kept,
I
supporting.
just kept it dope. I just kept it moving. But when I first started, it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot like now.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
this
like
shit crazy.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's another.
You just gotta have a way to stand out. It just gotta stand out.
I look at it like YouTube. Like there's a bunch of people doing YouTube, but there's a bunch of people getting paid off YouTube.
The ones that's like organic
Yeah.
and just being, like you said, just being different.
Just be you.
And some people want these stories.
Yeah.
It's a lot of podcasts.
But that's like kind of the thing
Yeah,
I struggle with now.
Every show got a podcast. I made the mistake of looking through Apple Podcasts.
Bro, this shit, yeah. Oh, don't do. Once
Yeah.
you look through it and really
Yeah,
be
yeah.
like, dang, like,
I looked at the chart, the
crazy.
top 10 and the top 10 or so. Yeah, I'm never looking at that.
But the thing is, you can't tell nobody like they can't do it. Like, if
No,
nigga
no,
wanna do it,
yeah.
you can like, do it. But
No, when this first started, something that used to get to me is like, motherfuckers used to be like, we gonna come up, like, before they just wanted to come up, like, fuck what we was talking about, I just wanna come through there, and like, this episode 1, like, I'm like, you can't even,
Bro,
like, we gotta get at least 5,
bro,
let us get at least
yeah,
5,
yeah.
and like,
people think they can just come, like, you can just come on the podcast and what? Like,
yeah, that's
and
yeah,
what? Like,
yeah.
just talk about some random shit.
Yeah, it still gotta be entertaining.
It
to
gotta
the
be
viewers and to the
entertaining,
public.
and it gotta make sense, like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
We don't even have that many guests on our joint. But I feel like every time we have guests on there, it feels right. It
Yeah,
feels
yeah.
good. Like,
Yeah.
but everybody
What
got
episode
their
y'all
own.
at now?
Because y'all got series,
I mean, we got seasons, and then we got different.
and then me through the
We got
playlist.
different shows. Like I got my Don't Listen to Me. She got Plums Radio. Then she got
Yeah.
Peace Living. Then when Ron was on there, he had Backwood Ron. So what we was trying to do like years ago was like a network. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know? But it is what it is.
So, speak on how essential it is to take breaks from social media as a person and as a creator.
I want to make sure I don't sound like preachy, though, because you know I love this shit. but you feel me?
This
Go
is
ahead.
what we trying to establish.
But,
But here, you just
Especially I've been off. I ain't tweeted I'm watching,
Yeah.
but I ain't been active on there in about probably a month or some change. It's important, yo, because especially now. I don't know if it's just me, but just something a person say that some weird shit could fuck up like your morning.
Yeah.
And I was starting to notice that shit like this, like people going crazy. And then now like they bashing. All they do is bash niggas, bash black men. Like
Yeah.
horrible. Then we gotta watch like each other get shot.
Yeah, that's
It's a
one of
lot. You might not even notice that it's fucking with you, but it is.
you human at the end of the day. Like you human to care. That's why one of the things that I don't have social media because I feel though I'm too sensitive. I don't know where to
Right.
like disconnect.
Yeah.
He's only talking. If you say I'm that person, you said that I gotta find you first. That's it.
The shit
Yeah,
that's
that's
burning me out.
It's just like I don't know
And you
how
know
to
what's
take
funny,
it.
Chubb,
You
what
say
you
you gonna
said?
do something to me or you gonna do something. All right, so we gotta.
He gonna put a stop in front of you.
Cause I gotta go home to my kids. Or if you talking crazy to me like, yeah, man, and I don't even know you.
And you know what's crazy? I'm the total opposite. Like I can decipher real from.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
Like,
so
I don't
yeah,
take
so-
nothing on social media serious.
But that's why, like, you know what I mean. I just,
Nothing. You can send a threat through. I won't take it serious.
yeah. So I know me personally. So you know, I just take myself away from the crazy. I'm not gonna put myself in it. But I'll put myself mentally through it. You know what I mean?
What's starting to burn me out is those fucking lunch dates that they have on the table on the floor.
Yeah.
Yo,
Bro.
now everybody neo soul.
Yeah.
Y'all menu don't
Everybody
even match
having
what it's supposed to be.
picnics and shit.
It's supposed to be a vegan menu for real. Y'all sitting there, y'all got chicken, fried chicken, French fries, and I'm like, y'all fucking up good shit. Like that's a vibe for real. But y'all seen somebody do it, y'all thought it was cool. So now that's just everybody doing it. That shit burning me out.
There's too many trends
Man,
going
listen,
on, man.
This is what I used to say. This is what I used to say. Like, and I don't want to sound like the boozy old nigga that always was on there, but it used to be different, man. It used to just be like people that, like, say y'all had podcasts, y'all would be on there just busting it up with other people that do shows, and y'all trading advice. Like it was like that. Once people that you knew, like from your block, start getting on there. That's when it got different.
It's
I'm telling you,
general
it got
public.
different. Yeah, it got different, bro. It's no
Now
saving.
it's like a contest.
It's no
It's too much
Instagram
BS,
is horrible,
man.
bro. Instagram, I'm tired.
Like it's crazy, right? I be on the gram,
That's fraud
but it's like I
university.
can't be on it. Like I get on there, I watch like 2 or 3 stories, and I'm like, I gotta
Bro,
get
think
off.
about how much ass you see, bro. That ain't even nothing no more. Like,
Yeah.
it ain't even shit.
Keep
to
it
see.
real. If it wasn't for Instagram censoring, we just said a lot more. They was busting it open at one. That's how the
Well,
OnlyFans
yeah.
start popping.
Yeah.
Instagram started blocking
I
stuff.
recently found out that OnlyFans wasn't even for that.
No. What was
It
it?
was for like people just to connect with
Yeah.
it. Kind of like
Yeah,
Patreon.
it was another like networking site. But then the girls on Instagram was getting flagged for posting thongs and see-through stuff. All right, jump on OnlyFans.
Yo, I don't get how they flag that. I try to play a fucking video with a song and that shit. That song. Like, that shit weird to me.
This shit crazy. But just think about how much. It's nothing now to just see. It's nothing just to see a woman have it. It's just regular life. Damn.
Crazy for these kids, man. Just see anything.
I'm glad for the change. Thank God for the change.
Yeah. Shit.
But I saw it. I saw this shit happening, bro. Like,
I was gonna ask you, how has it changed though since you've been a part of it?
So you,
like you said,
see the
like,
good, the bad, and the ugly.
man.
Like,
I
you
see
see the
like
good, the bad, and the ugly.
I seen the good.
I mean, most like when you just start to catch on.
It used to be more fun. It was about fun and connecting with people.
Was Twitter like?
It wasn't no competing and people.
Yeah.
Now you got people that post their credit score on Twitter.
No, but you know they said attention is the new money. They want attention. That's
Yeah, that shit was
Funny,
personal.
somebody
Like,
posted their credit score. Shout out to the 800, yo.
But it's like, yo,
like
like
it's not really 800. Like especially if it's on Credit Karma, that shit not real.
Yo, my experience doing like 100 points less than mine. Like, yo, what
Yo,
the
listen,
fuck?
that shit. I remember when I bought my house. Credit score. They said I had 825. But you know when you go in
That's
and
like
apply for the name,
825.
yes.
that was years ago. But it was like.
But I'm posting it on Twitter. He tell us on there.
So my point is, when I went to apply for it, they said I only had a 710.
Only.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's the. And
Anything
then I was
above
talking to the
600
owner.
is good.
talking.
But I was talking to the bank. I'm like, man, I thought he was like,
What bank
on
was
those.
this?
Police and fire.
For the listeners, he got a collar shirt on, and church shoes as he's saying it.
So basically, she was saying like, if you don't pay for it, like actually do experience, like those sites are extremely high or extremely low. It's never around the same thing.
Right.
So if you get all those free credit scores, like from your credit cards or Credit Karma, like this shit ain't real.
Yo,
I ain't
another
gonna
joint
lie,
that
that make me
not
feel good.
accurate.
Credit Karma had me feeling good.
Yeah.
another
it's
joint
not
that's
accurate,
burning me out
man.
is LLC Twitter.
I don't know
What's
what
that?
is.
Like, all right, so everybody talking about the
business
business
of
vibe.
being business
Yeah.
owners. Is everybody just?
Everybody
I
just
want to shit on. I don't know if they want to shit on somebody or it's just. I don't know what's going on.
I don't
bro.
like another thing too. I don't like the exploitation of shit. It's like, all right,
Like
I
what?
learned something new. Now I'm gonna teach you the game. But all right, let's say all right, he was one of the first ones blogging, right?
Mhm.
They get you on the blog site. I got this class I'm starting.
Seminar.
Come on, man. Like,
Doesn't work for you.
yeah,
I got the answer.
Yeah,
Yo,
Yeah.
I went to one of those. So disappointed.
It's not
No.
that. It's just like I think
I don't
people
know.
take it the wrong way. Like instead of like even you trying to get game, it's like it's not no friendly competition. It turns somewhere else.
I be
It
getting-
feels- it's okay to be competition. I
Right.
don't get there, but instead of that is you coming for me. It's not competition.
I be getting
We
burnt
should
out
learn
on
to try to
Instagram.
get better from each other.
Yeah.
When I be posting my construction shit, I be feeling like I'm one of them trying to stun ass niggas, but it
No,
ain't that.
no,
No,
shit.
Listen what I'm saying. I know it's for promotion, but none of my business is coming from Instagram. These motherfuckers not looking to be like, damn, I might know somebody. They, damn, tuck in this and tuck. That's what they looking at. So I'm about to stop posting on it.
yeah. No, I had to. No, I had to.
I thought that's what
Nothing is
IG
coming
was supposed
from
to be
it.
for.
No, nothing is coming
It's
from
free
it. It's
advertising.
the
IG
opposite
was,
now.
bro, no.
IG was supposed to be. You know
When
what I
I
mean?
first got
Free
IG, people
advertising.
just took pics of the sky, like just
Remember, half of IG wasn't on there because the Androids didn't
Oh.
go there.
that was a
That's
big
what fucked
moment.
it up, yeah.
That was a big moment right there. I remember that.
iPhone,
I remember that, bro. That
Yeah.
shit went crazy.
It was just
But that's
It
what I
was regular, humble. The numbers was humble and all.
But
Like
know
who
what
said?
anything-
Who said General Pop?
Me.
When General Pop got into the app, it was
But you know, that's how with anything though. It's like when there's a certain group in there, it's always good. But whatever, when the door
Nah, they
open,
ran that. It was one of them Jones when like when you're not old enough to get in the club,
yeah.
and then when you get in the club, you there every night. That's
Yeah.
how it was. It was just like
You know how it
yeah,
go
we
though,
gonna
but
run
when
this
you
shit
open the
good.
door for
That shit got
opportunity,
corny.
you know some bullshit gonna come through with it. It always do.
And the clothes trends keep changing. If you trying to
Clothes,
keep up with that, you gonna
I don't care, but I'm still white tee
clothes,
tuck.
yeah, clothes, food,
Yeah, food.
whatever it is.
So they be selling food on IG?
Yeah, my,
Selling food.
That's what I say. That's what
dinners.
That's what
Listen,
it is
man.
for. Listen, them dinners good listening. Back in
Yeah.
the day,
I'm
my
tired.
mom made $220 off of meatballs. Meatballs
Once again,
sandwiches.
shout out meatballs.
Yeah,
Shout out Geneva.
When we had those little, little dollar parties,
yeah.
it was free meatballs. And then like the fourth party, she was like, let's start charging $1.
Yo, so Nerd, speak on the whole focus on yourself way.
Oh,
How that came
shit.
about.
That came off. That came off a wave when I broke up with my ex, and I was in my bag, like, and that kind of sparked that whole
You just touched
feeling. Yeah, bro. Like, oh man,
Walk us through that.
bro.
He said, you just.
I'm just saying,
No
like,
homo.
just that whole feeling I felt off that, like,
Like too.
you know what I mean, on some heartbroken shit. It was just, I came up with that just off that energy, like I had.
Was that the closure? Like it's over. That's what you told yourself. Like just focus on yourself.
I feel like somebody told me that. Was it? I feel like I was in my bag.
Me,
Off
she
her.
told me.
I was in my
So
bag.
me seeing it was over. You probably was still
Oh
fighting.
yeah,
for it.
I was fucked, man. You can hear it like that's on my podcast. All them episodes,
Right.
you heard I was in my bag off that, and that just kind of just came off that. That focus on yourself, like,
Right.
That's what I was trying to tell myself during that moment. But you know, if anybody know that broke up with a chick, like you be in your bag,
Right. Yeah.
and then it just turned into just
A lot of
working
people
on
felt
yourself.
that,
Yeah, like just working on yourself, and it's not easy. It's hard to just stay focused out here, but that's what that came from. Like just a feeling of just being like fucked up and know you gotta get your shit together. You know, stay focused. Yeah, that was a.
So what did you do like to focus on yourself? You bang yourself in your work, or was it just about?
Well, what I'll do is I'll say like how I got over that situation. It's just time. You just gotta give yourself time. You
Yeah.
feel me? That's all I tell people. Stay focused, do you, but give it time. That's the only thing that heal everything.
It's one thing like where I'm at now where you know how they say to get over one get another one.
No,
To me that's
That
BS.
don't work.
That's
bro.
just inflicting pain onto the next
Bro.
person. Yeah, it don't keep your mind.
Bro, listen to if you going through something right now, go listen to my old episodes, bro. Probably what episode? Probably
17,
17
18,
through like
19.
yeah, bro. I'm telling you, I was
Oh,
in
you
my
tried. You
bag.
had to pie through it.
Bro,
Him
just
and
listen to them.
These
joints.
laughing. These
Because
remember
this
she
was-
was dead.
Them
Him
shits
and
was
Ron,
real.
They both was
Them shits
going
was
through
real, bro. For real.
Did you record every week? Or was it every couple days?
4 days sometimes.
We put it like at least once a week, but sometimes we'll sneak. We sneak in an episode.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, like for us, like the pod is like kind of like therapy. You know, that's not really.
Yeah,
we all
bro,
suffer
facts,
from like.
bro, facts.
It may not be major trauma, but you know, you be wanting to get shit off your
Facts,
chest sometimes,
facts.
and you always have that outlet. That's why we do this now.
That's why I always try to not be too heavy like on just like pop culture topics. Like I just kind of just get on the mic and we just talk about life.
That's
We'll
what-
sprinkle it.
yeah.
We kind of try to mix it
Yeah.
all together because you know people want to hear. If they like to listen to you, they want to hear your opinion on shit. But
Yeah.
I try to mix it up like life. And so if I'm going through something, I try to relate it to
He got me
a
saying.
topic that's going on.
Now I'm saying about all the techniques that I use to get through a breakup and shit. It was too. I tried to sleep through a
Bro,
motherfucking breakup.
bro.
I tried to
I
sleep
tried.
through it. I tried to
Yo,
sleep
my
through that
situation,
motherfucker.
I could.
I like-
Straight off work, I go to fuck to sleep, dog.
Oh,
I'm
you
fucking
about to
sleep
get
to
that
this shit.
You gotta slide. You gonna fuck something? Yeah. That's how I was feeling. I couldn't sleep, and I had to work. I couldn't sleep.
Oh, breaking up at work.
Oh,
Arguing
man.
at work.
Bro, I might still be fucked up off it. Like, I don't think it don't ever
A piece
go
of you
away.
left with that person.
Yeah.
It don't ever go away, bro.
Yeah.
God bless. If you going through it, God bless, bro.
I'm saying
That shit real. That's one of the realest things ever.
My palms all getting sweaty. I gotta get up and start shadow boxing.
This sensitive episode of the one that far has been brought to you by Snapper. niggas on Oprah right now. You feel it?
You try to sleep through that shit, you wake up in the middle of the night, your phone ain't got
No, you
no
going through
notification.
something. That shit, like, everybody know, man, that love shit is real, man.
For me, it's just hard to.
Especially it's worse when you fucked it up. Like all you can do is just sit with yourself, like.
No, when I was going through, I was mad because I'm like, damn, she gonna do what I kept asking her to do with the next one. All she had to do is do what I said. Like that shit was getting to me. Like,
Yo,
you
it's
fucking
the
serious?
no fuck
Cause
you
then
up.
you ain't gonna live.
Chuck,
I'm
that-
asking basic shit.
yo,
Be
that's what fucked
consistent.
you up because it's like
Yo,
you
and
sitting
I did
around
all this
thinking
work
about the
for
future.
the next man? Oh fuck
Yeah.
yeah! Like dog, you be happy.
But that's how it go though.
But that's why it's
that's how it go.
And when you know they schedule, so you know they schedule and shit.
Yeah, so that's how it go. No, but look, you also gotta look at it too. It go both ways.
Yeah,
The
but
next
females
one's
is
gonna
deadlier though. Like they try to scorn you. Yeah, I mean, I think it has been. It was like at one point you went, you know what? Fuck it. Like I gotta keep it. But women like they.
No, they got.
I think
Nine
nowadays-
times out of 10, the next nigga he gonna fuck up too. So.
Yeah.
No, it's always the
You
one
always,
after the next
you always
one.
gotta put it in there. The next nigga gonna do
Next
like
nigga
I
gonna
did.
fuck up.
It's the one after the next one.
Yeah, it might be like, or maybe the second, but soon it's coming. Bro. It's coming, though. It's real fact. It's coming.
It's coming.
She gonna
I remember-
find a nigga that's going.
I remember.
You might think he weird, but he gonna be the one
He gonna
that.
stick, yeah.
Nah, I mean,
I remember my
She be
phone
talking that
died.
shit.
I
He
remember
the
my.
best.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to that. Like I gotta.
He
avoid
did
that.
something that the other ones didn't do.
I remember my phone died when we was going through it. I bought the highest, most expensive fucking church I ever bought in my life. Fucking CVS. That bitch was like $25.
Well, that shit real, man.
That's the hardest thing about a breakup. Then what make it even worse is you just focusing on the other person, finding ways to get them mad. I'm a
wasn't
level
there
up something
yet.
shit on her.
Yeah, I
She
wasn't
don't
there.
care.
Trying to level up. You trying to level up in 3 days.
Yo, you get more. Let me get up and go do something.
I was
man.
getting haircuts every 5 days on this
Yo,
bitch.
hold on. CCPs, they over, yo.
He trying to get smart.
Mark, what Sam Smith say? I'm way too good at goodbyes.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas been around me. Y'all know I go through breakups.
Yeah.
I'm used to it. I really mastered this shit. Like I just learned, like you said, focus on yourself. When you think about the other person,
That's hard not to, though.
No, but you got to. You gotta stay busy. Once you stay
But
busy,
like, that, bro. Honestly, bro, all
Nah,
that shit
work for
sound
me.
good, but
It's easy said than done.
no, that
It's
shit works.
easier
I'm
said than
saying,
done.
I'm saying what worked for me.
Done.
Even when I was like giving people advice on breakers, I'm like, it was hard to take my own
I
advice.
still had to go home and cry. I still was going home and crying at night. Like, you strong, nigga.
That shit worked for
But
me.
what you can tell people is shit that you know that you should have did, and ended up. Cause I tell people like, man, if anybody breaking up with their joint, I be like, yo, just leave her alone, bro. Don't contact her. Just go straight
That's what he told me.
home.
Delete everything out
I
your
say I don't,
phone.
cause that's when you start thinking. That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't
like
help
I
but, like you said, you can't help but think.
Yeah.
Like
That's a-
not getting
Come
too
on,
much
toilet
into
taking
it.
the shit,
Not
think
getting too
about
much
it.
into it, but like what your situation, the law, I miss you, Texas, like that shit.
Yeah,
Then
that-
you
you
start,
can't
you
do
might
it.
really be done, but then you start thinking about like, damn, it might be a chance. No, damn, if your
Right.
shit blocked, you ain't no way that shit could come
No,
to
you gotta delete the number. I know exactly what you gotta delete.
I got the
Niggas
call
know that
yesterday.
number
You
by
got-
heart.
My heart.
And no more. Who remember the numbers by hearts now?
No, you gotta when you block her, she can't get through.
Yeah.
Fuck deleting the number.
delete
I
the
got
number.
I
that
got
shit
the
is
call
still
yesterday. You got
No,
my number? Yeah.
You gonna you gonna block her, right? And then one day you gonna be trying to text her, you like, damn, oh, I blocked her. And you gonna unblock her, like, damn.
That shit. As soon as you get in the mood, when you get on, like, damn, like, this one I'm nice. I'll be with. Hit your homies up. Yo, let's go out. Yo. Let's
The
go
only
out.
thing that worked in my favor is just me being stubborn. I'm stubborn as hell. So even if I wanted to text her,
You're not gonna do it.
I'm not giving her that satisfaction.
Still feel that shit in your chest,
Of
though.
course. Nigga, my chest always burning. 24/7. But I'd rather me feel that in my chest than
That
100%
fight in that right there, that's the hardest part, dog.
I'm happy.
I tried
I'm
to
happy
sneak
I ain't
that
doing
shit
That's why I
off.
call Eats Up to get that ignorance.
Yeah, you call it eat.
F this, F
Yeah,
that.
right,
yes,
yup.
yes. I
The
need to
mindset
hear
you
that.
gotta have, yo.
Yeah.
As much as like I told you, I get it. I know how you feel. I get it. But it's just like you just gotta have that mindset. Like, yo, it's done. Cause then you go ahead, go back, then the shit happen again. Then you like,
You sorry.
damn, cause I seen it. I've been through too many breakups. I know how it go. I know how that shit go. You always be like, damn, maybe she right. You go back. And that shit ain't nothing changed. Then you're like, yo, I should have been a savage the first time. So now say fuck her the first time.
Yeah.
Don't give her no second chance. That shit over with. That's how, unless it's something different, but your situation, don't give that bitch no second chance. Fuck her. Let her keep sending you everything.
Yeah.
Tell her you want a house.
Yeah. So did that. So did that. Fucking Metal Boy
Yeah.
Ranger.
You gonna send me edibles like I'm a bitch.
Oh,
She dead?
fuck yeah.
Oh.
I called this nigga the other day like, damn, you ain't answering my phone all week. So you been acting like a bad bitch since you got them edibles.
And
What
it was
is-
the cheek
what is-
Jones. With the teddy bear hat.
The first
Yeah, it
page. The first page, Joe.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't
no teddy
Yeah,
bear.
it wasn't the advertise. It was a little $30
No, John,
joint.
yeah.
Just cause.
What does it say on it?
I'm sorry. Fuck you.
That's the fuck you is. You's a sorry bitch. That's what you should have told her.
Yeah.
Yo, Nerd, what's your favorite hip hop artist right now? Listening to?
Favorite right now. Shit. I'm fucking with Conway album. Conway album hard.
Yeah.
I mean, my rotation, I've been listening to Dirk heavy. Dirk shit crazy. I just got on Dirk.
Yeah.
My rotation probably Conway, Dirk. I'm fucking with Gunna. Money Man, but really Dirk. I think Dirk the hottest, probably the hottest right
He
now.
fucks me up. You know why Dirk fucked me up? Because you look at where he at now, you can't give a label that credit. Like a label didn't do that.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
That's a
He-
cool
he
vibe.
bounced
He
around.
kept grounding. He
Yeah.
kept grounding.
Yeah.
He went through the phase where people thought he was trying to be like Future.
Yeah.
But then he kept, you know what I mean? Kept doing his thing.
And then it's hard you being in that shadow of Chief Keef.
And Chief Keef had the Interscope
Yeah.
machine behind him.
Boom. He had Def Jam behind him, but he just didn't have that
What
one.
Chief Keef looked like back then, he looked like now.
Now,
With
yeah,
no
right.
machine.
Yeah.
That's
But that's just that grind, that cult following
Right.
to keep,
Yeah.
keep beating the
Like he
people.
really had the trenches. Like the little niggas, these little niggas was listening to him young, like,
Yeah.
and they just been rocking with him.
And he's still, how old is he?
He's like 28, 27,
Oh,
28.
No,
he might
he
be
probably
younger
like-
than that.
They was kids, bro. Them
Yeah.
niggas was
He
9
might be like 25.
Yeah, 25, 26. But that's,
Yeah.
I like, I was
I
telling
respect that
somebody
though,
the
not
other
to
day, though.
have that attitude to keep going. Cause you know what, though.
Could have said fuck it and went home and did his thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy to do that.
yeah.
But to just keep staying consistent, keep building up your cult following. To
He,
where
he
you're at
definitely
now.
the voice of these young niggas.
Yeah.
Like, good, which is good, can be good and well, it's probably mostly bad. But
Of course.
he is
That's
the
what
voice.
that's what sells. At the end of the day, when you listen to music, you gotta listen to your pain. Like the person I'm listening to right now, he's speaking shit, things I was going through.
Who?
King Street. King Street, like he's speaking that shit, and I'm like, damn, like it feel better.
That's how
Yeah,
what's his name
yeah,
is for me.
And a lot of things like people say, oh, that's hot. It's not. It's hot.
Rod
You've
Wave.
been through it too.
Oh yeah, Rob.
Yo.
I ain't too hip to him, but
No,
I know
like
a couple
how he
of
said, when I listen to Rod Wave, everything I've been going through this last year. I
Yeah,
be,
when you
damn.
go through
They're like,
it,
oh, my
like,
girl
oh,
could
he-
be. Look, I don't know if it's because I'll be 30 next month. Hove touched it. It's different. I'm playing the game. I throw the Pandora Hove on, I'm listening. My girl see me, I'm in there like this. She like, what the fuck is you doing? I said, oh, my fault. Like, even when I'm in the car now, I just be vibing out. That shit different.
That's what music.
When I was younger, I used to tell niggas like, he was like, Hove. I'm like, I listen to that old ass nigga. I was playing, but now, no.
oh,
It's been grown man talk. Like the one person I ain't get a chance to listen to yet was Nas New John.
I just downloaded it. I
Nah,
gotta
that
listen
shit
to
hard.
that. I just
Nah,
downloaded it.
I heard this.
Conway shit hard.
Yeah.
man.
I
That's
think
a
that's
vocal
what he
Griselda
would like,
music,
though.
right?
Conway
I
hard,
think,
bro.
because the person you named, I think you would like
People like all them, yeah.
Benny, Westside.
Cause it's rap, it ain't that. It's
I gotta
rap.
send all that shit to
Yeah, I
you.
like. I don't like
38
the
Special and all that shit. Yeah, like all
like the
that
stuff
shit.
you said. I mean, I just can't vibe. I just can't. I mean,
No, I ain't
like,
send it to
the
you yet.
beat, like if I could catch a beat like, oh that's cool, but like when you listen to it, like yo,
See, I'm a sucker for beats.
Chubb want listen to
I'm a
like
sucker for
Onyx.
like just a vibe.
Yeah,
That's why Future. That's why like he one of my favorites because I just.
yo, I ain't gonna lie, like it's two people that I feel as though it's like soul rap, like
Onyx
their voice
and
is
Kara
soul.
Swan.
No, it's Future and Kodak Black. Like they got that soul music, not
Yeah,
soul.
yeah. I feel what you're saying.
I don't know what I'm like soul voice.
Yeah.
And the hook, like
You feel it, you
sound,
feel
yeah,
it.
you sound better on the hook than the drum, but that drum sound.
You like the hook.
No, keep it real. It's like
Nah,
really
like
down
Future
south
and
music.
Kodak
I told
I
a lot of niggas Kodak like before he got locked up. I was telling
Kodak
Kodak, I said,
was-
yo,
Yeah.
Kodak gave me like early Wayne vibes. Like
Yeah,
Kodak
I
be
fuck
saying some
But
shit.
his
Like
pen,
Wobbly
his
Wayne?
pen is better than
No,
niggas
I'm
think.
talking about Wayne.
Yeah.
Wayne, yeah. Wayne when he was dropping all them mixtapes. Like you gotta go back and listen to shit. He be like, Kodak flow crazy.
Yeah, I feel
Like
like
his
Yeah,
young
but-
boy.
Huh?
Like his young boy, he got running around.
Fuck no. I don't,
Jack Boy.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't care.
I never got a chance. I don't really.
Only like
I
the
be
two
trying
young
to.
I like NBA young boy.
No, I
Yeah,
hate
you got
him.
the- you got the
I
ball.
hate him.
I like NBA young boy.
He got the young. He got the
He got the
young.
ball,
Young.
yeah.
No, but his last joint they said flop. They said they
Yeah.
started. Yeah, they getting off his way.
But that's another thing too. Like
This way you gotta see what he gonna do. Like you said with Dirk, you gotta see what he gonna do now that you don't have the air no more. You gotta bring them back. This gonna make a break.
So how do they like back in the day they sold records? Now they don't sell records. So how do they get money?
No,
Like,
no.
streams? How does it work?
Shows,
Pennies.
streams.
Well, no, but that's
That's
always shows. I'm talking about like how would they know if they shit flopped or not? You can't say I
They
went
go by
gold.
stream. Well,
You can
You
still
can't,
buy
you can't go
albums.
gold.
You can still buy.
But who does?
I don't know.
That's a lot.
Why?
That's what I'm saying.
Why
How
buy?
do you
Who?
buy hard copies?
Or
No,
even who
you
buy?
him on the
But
phone.
who even do that though?
No,
they
because
don't-
because
they
you
don't
can get on
afford
Spotify.
that.
You can go on Spotify, Apple Music.
Yeah.
It's there. You can
No,
pay for
I
it.
think they
So
still.
how you count
They
that
still-
if I got Apple Music?
No,
That's-
they still
that's my
count.
point.
They go off the
That's what I'm
stream.
saying.
They
Off
still
the
count the
streams.
download and the streams because at the end of the day you're paying for the subscription.
A certain
for
amount of
Apple
streams
Music or
equal a
whatever.
download.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, yeah.
Okay. That's what
They
I
go-
was
Ain't
curious.
this crazy? Remember record sales was like, you sold 500,000. All right, you did okay.
No,
Now
500,000,
you the man.
But that's when niggas
Five
was going
dollars
platinum
back
like a
In
week.
Like Bow Wow said in the interview, he was like, back in the day, people going gold was like, that was like,
Not
rare.
only that,
Everybody didn't.
Not only that, remember the albums was $13, $14 back then.
Yeah.
They like $6.99 now.
Yeah.
Now you buy a shirt. That's another thing they do, Chubb.
Bundles.
Bundle
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, they give
If
you
you buy a shirt, if I make shirts and I rap, and you buy a shirt, you get my album with it.
It come with it.
I ain't even want
Does
it.
that count as
Merch.
is that part of the sales?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's merch.
But
It's good.
Billboard just they closing the door on that shit though.
Because Rainbow Hair, right?
Even before him, DJ Khaled tried to sell.
Can't be mad at him.
I think Nicki Minaj was complaining about that
Yeah.
too. About people, I forgot what she called out, but somebody. That's how they doing it there. Even they was before COVID, they was doing like the tickets to shows and the
Yeah.
bundles and all that shit.
While we on this just crossed my mind. Y'all heard about the Kanye shit?
Yeah.
About the contracts.
Like he was talking about Sony and
UNG.
He want his masters back.
yeah.
You can't. I mean, I don't know. It's just like I look at it like when they like NFL players or NBA, they try to renegotiate.
No, it's
They
not
not
that.
gonna
It's
just
not
give
that.
them back.
It's not
Yeah.
that. It's your masters. Like, and I actually like what he's doing because Prince tried to do the same thing. When
Michael
Prince
Jackson
did,
did too.
Michael Jackson. Every time somebody black try to do it, they come up missing. Now you got people that speaking out what Kanye doing. And it's just like all right. We all work for a podcast, right? And you want to keep getting paid. Like we had this conversation over there on the phone. You want to keep getting paid, right? You don't mind what they doing. They could be like doing whatever to you. You just like, yo, like Brian Turner said, yo, shut up. We still getting paid. And I'm like, no, fuck that, because I know we deserve more. Like I want to own my shit. That's basically what he doing. Everybody talking out against it. I don't see nothing wrong with
few
it.
people-
I don't.
Board
It's
their
just you wouldn't. It's basically as you grow, you didn't know. If I knew what I knew now, I wouldn't have done
Right,
it.
yeah.
No, that's what I'm
They
saying.
seen he coming.
So he where he at?
signed, and they just trying to hold you to the letter of the law. That's it.
If they start giving up the masters, it won't be no more record labels.
I mean, that's what
Motherfuckers will really keep up.
Oh,
But before I came, I was just watching Royce the 5'9" and Mike Sign.
yeah.
You watch that joint?
I ain't see it, but
Yeah,
I saw
I ain't
like
know
a
Mike
preview.
Sign was in the go ahead. No,
Yeah, what did Vlad do?
Mike
that had him,
Sign
like,
I don't even know.
So
I've
Vlad-
been seeing it, but I don't know the story.
Farrakhan, I think it was like last month. Farrakhan had something in front of the Capitol building, Washington.
Right.
I think Vlad might have said he misquoted him. So Royce, like, basically, like, this shit just keep happening for it to be a coincidence. My son didn't understand where Royce was coming from. My son, like, bro, I don't want an apology, because, like, people say sorry and they don't mean it, which I understand. He like, but he said, but you gotta hold him accountable if this your homie. He said, because he keep doing it. He said, with the Dame Dash, he said, shouldn't I? He said basically the Leor Cohens. He was like, people not in they're not in our culture, like they're not a part of our culture. They the executives, they get to say and do whatever they want, and we the ones that make the culture. Which I get. It's the same thing what Joe Buttons was saying with that Spotify though. I get where you're coming from, because it's like, we the ones that's making everything. Y'all benefiting from it, and then it's like y'all giving us pennies. So it's just like,
Literally,
here,
the
shut the
stream
fuck
is
up.
like-
but it's going to be like a collective thing. Like that's hard.
What you mean?
Like even with black people, let's somebody black owned do it, and who's going to say it's arrogant people? Just like I say Mayweather. He like, I don't give a fuck. I'm still buying Gucci. It's people like you when other people say that, or they want to be arrogant instead of
no.
just
I get it, but what I'm
stand for
saying is,
And
no.
then I get your stand, but just stand.
No, I get it, but
Purposely
that's
doing it 'cause you got the money. You know
but
what
that's
I mean?
why I'm saying with the Kanye thing. Now that Kanye's standing on it, everybody it's out the norm. So everybody like, oh, he weird, he's stupid. If everybody start bigging it up,
If he got somebody big as him to get behind you,
supporting it,
that's-
they'll be
that's
like, damn, like he do got a point. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it makes a lot of sense. Like they were saying,
They're not gonna take you seriously.
Louis
It's
Vuitton.
perception right now.
yeah, Louis Vuitton, and that's the remember I said last time, they dismiss you, discredit you.
Smear campaign.
Yeah, so they got a Louis Vuitton face mask, $1,200, right? I ain't hear nobody bitch about this shit yet. LeVar Ball dropped sneaks for $500 because he a black man. Oh, who the fuck he think he is to get sneaks for $500?
It be us talking like that too.
Shout out to Celine with the what happened to Love Joint. I bought a hoodie last night. I didn't ask him how much it was. I seen him like $80 here. Cause what I was gonna go do, buy a Nike hoodie for $160
right, would have had no problem.
with no problem. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's like
That's
that
what
all the
niggas
time.
gotta stop. They always just cause somebody black. Who the fuck is you to get this price? No, set your price and forget that shit.
Yeah.
I go through that shit with the construction joint. Before I had a truck, I pull up. How much you charge? $200. Next motherfucker come and charge you a stack. I'm charging you $200, and I'm gonna do a better job. Y'all seen my stuff, right?
You alright.
So yeah. I put food in the nigga mouth for working. What you talking about? No, but like even with that, like they see I'm black, and it's like I gotta go the extra mile. Like I was working. Raheem could vouch for this. I'm working. I'm knocking on neighbors' doors. Hey, sorry, I created dust. Like I'm gonna clean up. Any other motherfucker go out here and work, they don't gotta do it, they gotta keep it, but me being black, I gotta go the extra mile just so they'll be like, alright, we acknowledge him working. The boy next door, Rob, when I broke his steps up, what'd he say? Oh, you ain't gotta do it.
Yeah.
He's like, you ain't gotta do it, I got somebody that do it. I did it anyway. He seen the work when it was done. Hey, could you look at the side of my house for me? Now you want me to do work for you, but at first it was like, you was like, oh, I don't know. They think cause I'm young and black, I don't know what I'm doing. I've been doing this shit the rest of my life.
We had a conversation all the time about anything that's black owned gotta be cheap.
Yeah.
Anything that's, like I said, anything that's black owned gotta be cheap. Is, oh, such and such charging too much for a platter. But you would go to there and spend $100 on a meal. Or if his t-shirts is $40, that's too high. But you'll go to Macy's and get the polo shirt for $35. It's the same thing. It's just it's just, we kill each other, man.
And the narrative, I ain't gonna hold you.
Every way.
A narrative that I want to keep pushing, and I want everybody to jump on. All these black athletes go to the HBCUs. I would love to see that, yo. I want to see that shit so bad because
I
it's
think
like all
somebody
these
tried to do
other,
that.
a lot of the
Somebody,
young,
he was
Like recently, somebody.
well, actually,
Mikey Williams, young boy.
yeah, a lot of
but
young ones
somebody
said
else who went to,
it was a bunch of them. They keep saying they trying to go. I
One
like
did,
it.
one did sign, I think I don't know if it was Howard, the tall African boy.
Yeah, he went
Yeah, I know
there.
what
And
you're
they
talking
talking about. Yeah, they were trying to.
See,
with the
but the
Howard.
catch with that is, and you just made me think about it. Once they do that, the media take the ball off.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
But look,
It's a Samaritan.
yeah. That's cool at first. Like, all right, this was the idea I
They
pitched.
just need more. You
I
just need more
pitched
kids to go.
this
Once you get
idea.
more
I
kids
pitched this
to do
idea.
it,
You know when
That's what they were
before,
talking
Well, the G
before-
League about to fuck the NBA over.
But look, listen.
What?
Remember before with the whole Colin Kaepernick shit.
Yeah.
You notice how the tables turned. Before we was protesting the NFL. Now that they for the whole they put the Black National Anthem in it, it's the other way around. The other side of America protesting it, right? So I was telling Matt, I'm like, yo, we got all these billionaires, Jay-Z, Oprah, and all. Why don't we start our own league and grab everybody out of the black college league? I said, for real, that shit more entertaining. It's faster speed, harder hitting. I said, yeah, at first, it's not gonna pick up. right? I said, but Jay-Z got a network, Diddy got a network, Oprah got a network. Fuck all that Fox and CNN and shit. We just watch the shit on there. You know what I mean? Eventually,
But one
it'll pick
thing
up.
you gotta
Money
keep
gonna
into
get
account-
behind it eventually.
One thing you gotta keep into
That's a
account.
big. That's
Everybody not
But listen,
paying.
talking
listen,
about
listen,
change.
the
Everybody
way,
not
but
change.
listen, you see the way, you see the way y'all
Going
two,
against the
you see the way, but look,
You going against the like the
The-
elite.
I
Powers
get
that
that, I
be.
get that, but you see the way y'all two think. That's why I never would happen. Because as soon as somebody put a joint on it,
No,
as
no,
black
it's not
people, we
us
always
that think that. It's
no,
the
listen,
ones
listen. We always be like, we can't, or nobody ever tried. So how the fuck we know what we can or we can't?
You missing a point. You missing a point.
Yeah.
The person who in position, right? They don't have the same values that Kaepernick had.
I
You
get
think
that.
Hov gonna
No,
mess up
no,
everything
no,
he built?
It's just, I'm just saying, you gotta
For
get
that?
ready for a whole different level.
I wouldn't
And
say
I don't
that.
think they're ready for
Yeah,
that.
and I know that, and a lot of
I don't
people, a
think
lot
they
of
ready
people
for
corner.
that.
But what I'm saying is, at some
They not
point,
gonna
somebody
get it,
got to start and do it. You know what I mean? Well, it's too many people, but you got to look at reason why they got money. Because they like the niggas like LeBron and all them. Everybody keeps saying how fucking. What's the word I'm looking for? How righteous he is for the black people. He's not.
No.
He's not. We're not about to say him do that. He
Cause let his Nike deal be on the table.
he
Oh no, he ain't talking that Nike deal.
at all.
my point.
One
That's
thing
all
I'm
I'm
saying,
saying.
he trying to play that role though.
Until it mess up his
He
money.
trying to. Yeah, he trying to. But that's what I'm saying.
They just did it, but on the
Listen,
smallest
I was at
scale-
this book. I had to cut you off. They just, I'm reading it. I'm still reading it. Second time reading it. It's Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Oh yeah, I got notes in my
They
phone.
said rich. I mean, when somebody's rich, they scared of going broke. That's why they keep working. I agree with you were saying. I didn't say it's not gonna happen. I never said it. But our views, they don't have those same views. The ones that's in position.
I know that.
We gonna follow them. Being how
But
strong
no,
it is, but
like,
those
even though
people
it's
that's
scary,
in
the
can't do
Kaepernick,
it.
when Kaepernick stood up, right, everybody was winning, so the contract was on the line.
Alright.
Now, all like Malcolm Jenkins, right?
I
Remember
get
the
what
ball
y'all saying.
from the ball Panthers came, the ball from the Panthers came at Malcolm Jenkins for not for conforming
You
after a
talking about
while.
Eric Reed?
Yeah, they all do that.
I
though.
get what y'all saying, right? And let hear what I'm saying. Well, all that's going on, all this shit been going on for years, right? Back in the day, I could understand what y'all saying going on. It's to the point now, this is the time. This is the wave that you got to do it because without this, like this wave that's going on, everything is pro-black. Like I sent to John in a text message the other day. Back in the day, it was frowned upon being a nigger lover. Now, I seen a white person with Black Lives Matter tatted on them. It's like you get kudos for it. So now is the time for us to
seen it all in the
capitalize.
suburbs, too.
You get what I'm saying? Now the
No,
time for
but
us
the
to
thing about
capitalize
it
because it's
is
the cool thing to do. And then that's what I'm saying. So it's like, all right, Jay-Z and all them, if they was to put the money behind that, it's still gonna be making them money regardless of how we look at it. They're still gonna be making money somehow, some way. But it'll get the ground running for everybody. And whereas though it's like, damn, y'all capitalizing off this Black Lives Matter shit. So the corporation is not gonna be like, no, we can't do that because now they're gonna get bashed because it's heavy racism. You know what I'm trying to say? This is the
Heavy
best
racism
time.
been going on.
No, but before it was like you get what I'm trying to say, right? Like right now, everybody
No,
got
I
Black Lives
understand.
Matter
I understand
everywhere.
what you're
I
saying.
rode past a Jewish church that said Black Lives Matter on it.
Yeah.
It's just a cool thing to do. So right now is the time to do it.
But
Whereas
you
though
talking
before,
about what you talking about is the ones who still in position is still got that mindset. You really think Hov ain't gonna get a bunch of pushback?
we know that.
Once he
What
get
I'm
the
saying.
pushback, what's
You
the support
misunderstand what
gonna
I'm
be?
saying.
Kaepernick got
He still
pushback.
want to get
and
the
who
support
supported
right
him?
now,
Yeah.
but Kaepernick did it when it wasn't now. I'm talking about now. Black Lives Matter movement. Anybody put that on their joint, you know how that shit is going up. I was on a fucking Comcast app. It said black movies and black TV shows. I'm like, damn, like everything is categorized now. So when you throw that shit, that's what I'm saying. When you throw that shit onto your title, it's like we can't go against
Can I
it.
say, listen, just like saying, I was about to say it, like you made a perfect point. Is one thing no one will never see eye to eye because money will be involved. Everybody trying to capitalize. Period. And this movement is going to take away money from people. Period. Anybody that want to do it, no one's going to sign up to lose millions of dollars
How are they losing money though?
because they're going to stop it from happening.
How? If
Listen, how?
listen to
What's
what.
happening? How did they stop him money? He got blackballed.
Am I saying something? Listen to what I'm saying. Y'all talking about during the time when it wasn't cool.
No, I'm
listen
talking
to what I'm
about period. I
saying.
ain't talking
When
about-
Kaepernick did it, it was frowned upon,
Right,
Chuck. Listen to what I'm saying. When Kaepernick did it, it was frowned upon. We're during the time where everybody wants you to take a knee.
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna take
got you got Jerry Jones to sit out there and take a knee right now. When it happened with Kaepernick, he wasn't doing it. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Right now, it's the cool thing to do. So why is the cool thing to do? Ease it in there. That's like, all right, we all sitting around laughing. We talking about, yeah, oh, I fucked this girl, I fucked that girl. Everybody laughing. We having a good time, get high. I be like, Hey, yeah, Chubb, I fucked your girl too. While we laughing, it's just like you easing in there. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta ease that shit in there while it's happening.
Yo. But look, right? He said that shit to you. That shit gonna be like, hold up.
And stop everything.
Right, it's
You
gonna
should-
stop everything.
Then that's
You taking that game with him just being high. Yeah,
Well,
that's
right
what I'm
now,
doing.
right
No,
now,
a nigga might snap and say,
right
oh,
now,
you
the,
say what?
the top people can't go against it. That's why you see everybody.
But they still live.
I was playing fucking 2K and they got put Black Lives Matter. I'm like,
I can't hear him.
my joint funny.
You hear me, T?
Yeah, but I mean, it's
You good?
it's money involved. That's why the whole fucking thing is fucked up, man.
And that's what they making money off of it. That's what I'm
Yeah,
trying
it's
to tell
money,
you.
but when you making it, so they only there to make money from it.
Yeah.
They're not there to change. Once the
Yeah.
change start,
Yeah.
we talking
Good.
different.
Yeah.
Look what happened to the
Okay.
Washington Redskins.
So that's what I'm at.
What happened to the Washington Redskins? They was about to lose FedEx as a sponsorship. What they do? Change the team. They was supposed to change the teams forever. Soon as you start fucking with somebody's money, that's when they gonna do it. And who was gonna give up? The black people in the power that never
Well,
broke
what started the
shit.
movement? What started that movement? Everything that's going on, right?
Yeah.
My point
But
exactly.
who's gonna at the end of the day somebody gonna have to lose.
Ain't on.
Like someone is gonna have to lose money. Who's gonna sign up to do it?
Oh, he on his knees.
Period.
Like Roger,
You wasn't recording that
all
whole
the
time?
powers that be, they not.
You can hear us that whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you talking about pulling all
Alright,
the,
alright.
the,
Alright, look,
the
look,
ones
that's
that bring
my
the money in,
Look,
pulling them into
example.
another league.
Perfect example, right? The boycott. You know how much money they lost just by niggas and we ain't playing?
What, that day?
That yeah.
Just that one day.
Just that one day, right?
Yeah, but
now
more-
listen to
but
what
how
I'm
is
saying.
it one
Listen
day?
to what I'm
What was
saying.
It was
But look,
That
look.
was corny.
That's what I'm saying. So
I ain't like that.
if you had all the black athletes, right? Just be like, if y'all not backing us and supporting us, we going somewhere else. They're gonna. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna be like, oh, now we got. So either way, it's a win-win. Nobody ever even gave them that. It's like, all right, we gonna boycott. Oh, we're gonna give y'all what y'all want for now. Then y'all get what they want, and it's gonna go right back to how it was.
But
That's how it is-
they
that's
need
what
to
it is
lose
now.
more money. That's the thing. Like you gotta look at all them rookies. They just got their moms and dad out the hood. Like you gotta tell them, yo, you can't do that. We boycott.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask
That's
you this.
hard.
That's what
hard.
I'm
I
saying.
get what he's saying. I get
I
what he's saying.
agree,
But
but
this
they
is
gotta.
To beat Kaepernick, to lose everything,
listen,
that's
listen,
hard
listen.
to do.
I get what y'all saying, but this is the problem.
He was
with us.
already a millionaire.
This
too.
is the problem with us. We always we rule by money. That's why they know they always.
That's
want
what
money.
I said.
But listen,
It
listen.
suck. It's
We
money
came
for
from
money.
nothing. So if you an athlete, you get a year's salary. Now you up. Just tuck that shit and invest it on some shit.
But-
You should be
But,
cool.
but you know, they ain't the mentality
Listen, I
to
get it.
invest.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is, this is the sacrifice you got. I'm not saying we can do. That's what we.
This
do.
what you gonna have to
I'm
do.
just saying this is what we
Yeah.
gotta do. But nobody talk about it. That's my whole thing. Like you sent the joint the other day in the group chat about that 19 families
Yeah.
invested. That's dumb to me, yo.
Why?
We can't own shit. We don't own. How we gonna own somewhere where they don't want us at? Look at the Indians. This was the Indians' land. They took the shit from the Indians.
I mean, that's a start.
It's not no start.
How?
It,
What, you want us to go back to Africa?
what happened in history already? That's gonna be the answer. For
Where
real,
do you
for real.
start?
I mean, that's what
Where do you start?
Akon said. You come to Africa and you.
That's why it really had to be the answer for real. But niggas don't want to hear that. But that's for real. That's where it's gonna be at. That's like if I don't like you, right? But you renting in my house, and then you decide to say, I'm gonna start a family. No, you're not. You gonna get the fuck out, or I'm gonna lock you up. That's basically what it is. You can't own like an old head told me. He was like, the dumbest thing we could do is invest in land because at any point they could take it. If they decide to build, you could buy a block, right, in Frankfurt. If they decide to say, oh, we're gonna take
You
your
saying the
property.
same thing we saying.
Listen, if they say this,
You
how?
saying the same thing we saying.
What you mean?
All right, you see how the 19 the families built, came in and bought that land?
Yeah.
They can take it at any given moment. If Hove,
They could try to buy them
all
out.
them-
They could try to buy them out.
They gonna some way somehow they gonna try to find a way to break you down.
But even when they do that, all right, with the Bill Cosby joint, right? Even if they do that, it's gonna be so like obvious. You know what I'm trying to
It's
say?
been obvious.
I think so.
I don't
think so?
It didn't. I just
Like
think it
the
just
stuff
it's
that
too
they
much
do,
money
you don't think it's
involved.
obvious?
No.
I don't
Like,
think
you-
it was. It was
It's too much.
All right, let me ask you this: if it was obvious, what happened with Bill Cosby?
What?
He tried to buy what's that? CBS?
It had nothing to do with that. It didn't have nothing to do with that.
Like he tried to buy a network, right?
No. Who the fuck? Why
It
the
ain't-
fuck
Oh,
y'all saying
CBS.
that?
I thought you said CBS.
It had nothing to do with that.
CBS.
But the Bill Cosby joint, for years, since the 80s, when that shit first started, they were trying to buy his house where he at because underneath his house they were saying it was oil. They've been trying to buy him out for the longest to the point where they like, all right, if you don't want to sell to us, we gonna smear campaign.
My grandmother, that happened to her back in like
Smear
she was in
campaign, yeah, you was telling me.
Atlanta.
Yeah, smear campaign. But that's what I'm saying. That had to do with land. When this shit land, they're gonna find
Now,
a way
all
to buy
right,
you
when that
out.
happened, right? What was those black folks at the backing?
A lot of people didn't know about it.
Wait, I mean,
After they found about it, what happened?
They're not gonna do nothing because we roll
That's
by
my
money.
point.
We're rolled by money.
That's what
that's
you're
basically,
saying.
yeah, that's basically what we trying
That's
to
what
say.
you're saying.
No,
You
but
be
y'all,
like,
no,
Kaepernick-
y'all,
we should've
listen,
stood with him
the way
more
y'all
than we
angle,
did.
the way y'all angle come off is like y'all just saying just because money involved, we're not gonna do it. And my
No,
angle
no,
is,
no, it's not that we're not going to
My
do
angle
it.
is
It's
we
just
need
that
to-
we never can have unity.
but listen,
And
my
see,
It
angle,
would have to be bigger
infiltrate.
than money.
that's what.
Yeah.
It'll have to be.
But I'm saying we used to coming from nothing. We could get through the struggle. So it's like our generation should do that shit now. So this way our kids don't gotta
Yeah,
go through.
I see
But
what
people
you're
don't, like you said, people don't think like
You have
that.
to sacrifice.
Everybody want now.
You
Yeah,
have to
everybody want
sacrifice.
now.
That's a big word that a lot of people don't understand is sacrifice.
They don't
It's
want
not that.
to.
At the end of the day, not everybody group. They morals not the same.
Yeah.
We just
We
said
talking
that.
about yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Like
It's gonna be
Kaepernick,
different.
that's why you salute. Like
But-
even Brian
but,
Taylor
alright,
for
alright.
not budging.
All right, listen. Like y'all said, everybody morals not the same. Then when you come to me with this, oh, Black Lives Matter, I don't want to hear it because you're not willing to sacrifice.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
That's why I be saying a lot of shit is bullshit. Cause as soon as the money come, y'all selling out.
You get infiltrated.
I don't want to hear that shit, yo. That's why it's hard for, like you say, unity. It's hard for us to unify
Like,
when we
I seen
all
the John back
we
in
all
the
not
day,
on that
like, back
time.
in the
Niggas can get bored out easy.
Yeah.
100,000. Here go 100,000. Tell me what, and they just like, all right, here, well, this what it is. Fuck it, I'm up. And then they lose their money, they try to come back around and say, niggas, they just told
Yeah.
them. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm cool.
It's not that. It's just
No,
you
that's
think,
true.
bro.
Yo, if you look at the like old documentaries, the Black Panthers Party was
That's why
taken
they got a
down
movie
by-
coming out. They
Yeah.
got another movie coming out.
It was taken down by like people
Fred
within.
Hampton and all that.
Yeah,
dog.
that's the movie. That's what the movie about. The boys from
Dark-skinned boy.
Remember, look, I seen an interview with the one. It was a black FBI agent. His job was to infiltrate all black organizations
for money, and you shouldn't even like. All right, shout out to Shiz. The other day, me and Shiz were talking. I was like, while being the CEO, he was like, I can't do it. I said, why? I was like, do you feel like you like? He's like, no. He said because I understand. Like I come from where these niggas come from,
Yeah.
and I understand. He said I'm not gonna be in here. They men at the end of the day too. Whereas those people, I know a lot of people that CEOs that get hired and they talk crazy to these bulls. And then when they get out, you gotta be a man now because
Catch him at Real.
you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah, now you gotta be a man. But when you was behind doors, it was like you was talking to me crazy. But it's like just cause you got a job, you doing the devil's work. Like, no, come on, dog, they men. Just like at the end of the day, even if they made a mistake, they men.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get that job, that's not saying you won't be that person.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's why he said he didn't want to do it. He don't want to be around niggas that do that. Like me and you
Yeah.
work,
Oh.
and you one of them extra ass niggas like.
Brian
and
Taylor.
then-
no, the boy from what's his name from Django.
Yeah.
Samuel.
Yeah, and then you working with him, so it's like you can't.
I
Yo,
think
what
that-
did
Yeah,
they
you
call the
can't
horse?
go against him because
I
that's
get it.
just who you working
I
with.
understand,
You
I
got
get it.
unified now. It's looking like you stand for that.
Yeah.
There be a whole lot of nut shit that go on.
Yeah, it's the
No,
money involved.
Like I said,
That's
if
it.
if everybody had the same morals and same mentality Kaepernick had, willing to lose it all to go forward.
Imagine if everybody got.
But it's not that.
Yeah.
Imagine it's
Yo,
broke
yo,
people
LeBron
that-
made me
everybody- at
mad
the
with
end of the
that
day-
with the boy that got shot in the back. They called Obama. Obama said y'all should play. Why? All they
I
gotta
feel
do
like
is
I
give
don't be
y'all.
That broke- that-
I don't be
that
believing
shit was
Bron. Like it's
At
just
the
something
end
about
of the day,
Bron. I'm not
he's there,
believing,
but
like, his
also
righteousness.
he's still he wanted to make.
Yeah, but do you peep what they do though, right? You peep what they do, right? I mean, put Black Lives Matter on y'all Jones so y'all
Yeah.
can keep playing.
Listen, this why
What's
this,
the point of protesting?
Hey, nerd, this
Yo,
how
that
I-
happened to me at my job, but the director was laughing at us. Like, y'all out here boycotting, but y'all still did the work though.
nerd,
The rooms got cleaned, the trash got cleaned.
that's how I look at it.
What's the point if you
a
gonna
lot,
still do the job?
a lot of them athletes, right? And you look at the biggest ones that's got a name that everybody support and all that. They really be working for the other side. That's why y'all
Yeah,
getting
the
money.
other side is paying them.
That's what I'm saying. No, we know that regardless because
That's
it's
why-
entertainment.
that's why-
no,
that's
no.
the-
What I'm
that's the
saying is,
problem.
that
The
all right,
other side get over
during all the shit that happened, right?
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, everybody like, where's Kendrick? What do you mean, where's Kendrick? He been doing the same thing he been doing.
Right.
Just because he's not on Front Street, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He been doing shit underground, and just because he's not showing,
He
that goes to show you he's not
easily
working.
jumped out there and been on.
You know what I'm saying? J. Cole, another one. Like, shout them out, but it's like, y'all look at LeBron. Oh,
But
LeBron's
even J.
doing that.
Cole even said, like, I'm sorry that I'm not out here.
You
Like,
don't gotta be, yo.
It's not that.
I go to the
These
protest, I don't
guys
say
can't-
nothing.
These guys can't do it.
What you mean?
You controlled by
They
money.
can't. No, even that. We want them to say something, but they can't make the change. We really got to
No.
change the
So
fucking
we
law.
established that. We
Yeah.
established that already.
Like, you
what we
can't
saying
do
is, like Kendrick and is making the change, but they just not like if they was out in front of you, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, then that's when they would get bothered. But when you out of sight, out of mind, doing what you gotta do, that's the best way to do it. That's what I'm saying. You can't be like in LeBron's spotlight doing shit and then talking about it. You know what I'm
They
trying to
kill
say?
me with that. All they got is like them adding the national the black anthem to the joint.
I don't like
That's
that.
making
What
y'all
was it? I
play.
never even heard
I
of it.
don't like that.
And look, every voice is
I
insane.
believe I can fly.
That's
bullshit.
ignorant.
I was watching something where somebody said like they keep doing these gestures for us, and that's all it is.
That's
That's
ignorant.
all it
That's
is.
yo,
They just
That's
trying to
it.
get it
Yo,
out.
you can put whatever name you want on your back as long as you play.
Yo, that's ignorant on so many levels, yo.
It's true.
Listen,
We
we
gonna
fought.
paint broad
We
shit.
fought. Look, this is what I don't get. We fought for desegregation. We going right back to it. Everything is categorized now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, so what was the purpose? If we saying we went, that's what we was trying to tell you before. They keep saying equality shit. But then y'all sit there, oh, we gonna give y'all the black national. And so now y'all notice that it was a different. Like, you know what I mean? That's ignorant on so many levels. I'm
That's
like,
when they
watching, I'm like,
start snatching like all the foods like that Aunt Jemima.
Yeah, they fucking.
I'm
Yo,
like, that mean y'all knew
listen,
that it was
that shit by alright, the Redskins joint y'all brought up, right? So how y'all take the Redskins off, y'all leave the Chiefs, y'all leave the Padres in baseball.
What does that stand for?
It's like friend in Spanish, but y'all leave the Padres, y'all leave the fucking Cleveland Indians, y'all leave all this other shit. Nothing was wrong with it. Let it be.
What, the Redskins? No, they've been boycotting their name. for
I
a
get
while.
they was
Yeah,
boycotting, but
they did
nothing
for like
is wrong with it.
derogatory
Let it be.
like
I seen a
2
nigga
years.
the other day arguing about chicken tenders, yo. They should not be called chicken fingers because they're not fingers. They're tenders. Make sure they're
Alright,
Your
I
shit is
ask you
ridiculous,
this
bro.
question. If the Knicks was still named the Knickerbocker, or the, what is it?
Knickerbockers. They
Yeah.
wasn't nigger. They was knickerbocker
But
than
look,
pants.
You wanna know, it's just it's so much in similarity.
No,
Niggas
it's not.
don't change it.
It's not.
Redskins is a derogatory term.
They
towards
changed
Native
it. No,
Americans.
they changed
How
it
you-
because
nigga, look it
Mark,
up. Look
Mark,
it up.
I'm
Look
talking
up
about.
the word
I'm talking about
Redskins.
the Knicks. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Knicks because you
Look at-
use
no,
that.
no,
Listen, because you
it's
use that as an
close.
example, but it
It's
don't make
close, though.
sense. It
It's
don't.
close.
Knickerbockers
When you hear the name,
came.
it throws
Listen,
you off.
Knickerbockers
Nobody
came
know
from.
we know it came from pants. Don't nobody know
Listen
that.
what I'm about to tell you. We know that now because it wasn't our term. All right, bra. They used to call bra brassiere. During that time, that's what it was called. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So niggas start calling them pants. That's why they said we do away with the knickerbockers. It wasn't knicker. It was Nick. K
Think
and
about
I.
their name
It
still
just
being part of the
sounds-
No, I get it.
That's
But
what
Exactly.
But no, that's not why. Redskins is offensive. It's just like they call you pale face or
Yeah.
black guy. That's offensive. That's different than knickerbockers. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. It's two different things.
But the only reason why they changed it is because the money got involved. Like
Yeah.
everybody, the bigger sacrifice, and I believe if anybody gonna make a change, it will be the NFL or NBA.
But you know why? You know why the money got involved.
Hold on. Because FedEx said if you don't change your name,
But you know why FedEx got the pressure on them?
yeah,
because of what's going on now.
Exactly. But listen, what I'm
That's
saying.
what I said.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I think if there was gonna be a change, it's either gonna be the NFL, NBA, because you can't give up that money. But it gotta be the players. They gotta stick together. But the ones that got those millions, that I think someone should donate their salary to those rookies.
That was funny.
No, to the rookies, to the rookies.
So
That's
that
the
sounds-
rookie-
that sounds too
the
right.
rookie- But
That sounds
listen,
too
but that's
right.
the only way it's gonna happen because you can't tell that
Like Brian
19-year-old.
could easily tell the rookies like, look, we about to
Listen,
strike.
Agreed.
I'm
How
gonna
much
all
money do
this.
you need?
No, just there's just their salary.
I'ma
Their
give you
monthly
some
salary.
bread
Some of
to
their
hold
monthly
you.
salary is only 60 grand. It's not that much money.
Greed, man. It's
Some of
they
these monthly
greedy.
is like 60 grand, and then at the end of the day, they gonna find a way to get that money back on taxes or something. But that's
A lot of them don't even
that's
see
the
them, but a
only
lot of
way.
them is just touching their endorsement. So they
Yeah.
salary, like
Listen,
Shaq never
that's
touched
why-
their salary.
that's
Look,
what
all
that's
of
why I
our
say
endorsements.
that was the only way. They have to come together and say we not
Look at
playing.
LeBron.
Because
LeBron not
they
even the highest
taking that
paid player in the
money.
league, but he makes so much money off endorsements.
But that's what I'm saying. If
that's
anybody's gonna do it,
that's what
it's
it
gonna
takes.
be the NBA.
No, but
it's
that's
gonna
what
be the NBA. and
when you
the
said
NFL.
the money, that's what I was telling y'all before all that shit happened. Once the Black Lives Matter movement got behind FedEx and told them they're not supporting them, that's when FedEx jumped up and said, we're not supporting y'all. That's why I said this is the time. During
But
this
they
movement.
gotta change.
Just like Goya. Everybody was bashing Goya because Goya said they
Yeah.
support Trump.
Then what happened?
I guess they took their endorsement off Trump.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. It's just because this movement, as much as I don't like what it stands for, as far as like the original Black Lives Matter joint, but just this movement is making a lot of changes.
So, what did you think is one change that can do? Because I think,
What you mean?
like, what's Black Lives Matter? What's changing? Like, what's
You
one
gotta
thing
change, like you said,
that
you gotta
wanna
change laws.
Yeah, that's the.
So how do you change laws? Mark, we just listened to the situation. That's why I said with the state representative, I want to hear him say, how do you change laws?
Nah, I think that we need those people in power with the white men in power. Just make those money, and I think it could be the NFL, NBA. They gonna have to put pressures on those individual cities.
But how do you do that?
Yeah, that's hard to do.
That's all. No, that's
But
not
the
what I hear him
people-
saying. How do you do it?
It's two ways. Vote the right people in, and people
There's
in
no
power
such thing as
win.
the right people.
But no. Do you
The
understand?
right people don't make it
Hold on.
that far up.
Do you understand the votes is not what really matters? It's the people who's endorsing them with the money. If we don't have the money to back these politicians, all right. So like, if I was to run for state rep, right? I might have intentions to do right with all y'all, but he might come to me with the bag. Like, I got all your endorsement money. I got 20 million for you. That's what really won the race for real. I got 20 million for your endorsement. When you get in office, I need you to pass this law. As much as I have right feelings to do for y'all, he backed me, so I gotta do what he said. That's what goes on in politics. That's why it's called politics. That's why when people keep saying the law, people go in with the right intentions.
All
I
this
give
shit
you that.
Trump doing,
I give
it's
you
the
that.
people who backing
They
it.
give you the right
They give you
intentions,
the
but it's,
bag.
at the end of the day,
They
once
gonna
you
go
get that
against
money
me
that
like
back
that.
you, how you gonna move up? If you say fuck him, and he know all these other people, your constituents that's gonna back you, yeah, you might get up, you might get state rep, and he backed you. Now he like, that motherfucker don't do nothing that I asked him to do. Don't back you. Now when you go to run, you ain't got no money to back yourself.
Yeah.
That's what the politics is. That's why when you always say it, I be like, that shit don't make sense. The intentions is right. The way it was supposed to be originally,
You
yeah,
don't think Obama wanted to do more?
he could.
We talked about that. I told you he was the only in the 8 years he was doing. His bills that he signed.
Make
His-
gay cool.
No, they
He made
they
gay
denied
cool.
them. During his presidency, he got the
You wanna know
most
why?
bills that wasn't pushed through that he signed.
A lot of that shit was bullshit. That's why we always go off of, if you actually sit and read it and not just listen to what the news is telling us, a lot of that shit be bullshit. That's just like I tell more all the time. I don't like Trump. I don't like Biden. A lot of the shit that Trump said he was going to do and actually passed was actually better for us. But we listen to the news and just be like, oh, he's racist, he this, he that. Okay, 9 times out of 10, all of them is. But if it's something that's going to benefit me financially to progress my family, I'm all for it. You're not going to find a white president that's going to be like, oh, I'm all for black people. And if you sit there and tell me Biden is, I'll play 1,000 clips right now that tell you that motherfucker is racist.
And somebody can show you 1,000 clips for Trump. So.
We just said that.
So what's the difference? So
I
why you
just
voting?
said that.
You voting for the
Oh,
same
no,
exact thing?
Again, I told you my stance on is not my stance on voting is the lower level vote.
Yeah.
The presidency, I always say that with y'all. When
They
it's
ain't
voting,
gonna do nothing,
when we
man.
say voting, this doesn't matter.
But the lower levels
We got the
don't get-
lower level in the
It
city.
don't get to
when we
the, it
vote
don't
for
get to
the
the part
judges.
where it
in.
matters. The lower levels don't get to the part where it matters. I get what you're saying. It
The
goes
lower
for
level
us.
is the one that like.
It
No,
goes
when
for
you
us.
vote for your,
Streets
when
up
you
and
vote
shit.
for your senate, when you voting for your state senate, when you voting for your judges, like those
That
shit
shit
all
don't go
crooked,
to.
It don't go to where it matters though. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right, but if you got that mentality, then
But the ones who have that mentality, they don't make it
all right,
far.
but you
They
gotta
don't
try
play
it out.
ball.
Change it. Like if nothing never changed,
It's hard to listen.
I
Like you
understand
said,
that,
like
but
you
you
said,
still gotta
if he
do
the one with the
something.
bag and he said, "Yo, put the money over here," and your goal was to put the money over there, how far you think you gonna make it?
Shit over with for you.
That's why politics. Everybody start off with
That shit
with-
to me,
with
and all
good
my
intentions,
research,
but
that
you
shit ain't the
turn
answer.
dirty.
That shit ain't the answer. Like I said, we gotta fuck the politics. It comes. All right, let's say Hove. Take a nigga like Hove that got all that money to back up a politician and actually ride his whole career. Then yeah, I'll give you that. But then when you got somebody,
But
that,
hey,
yeah, that's what I'm
if
saying. Then you got
Hov do that,
somebody.
he might get back.
That's what I say. Then you got somebody over him that might be like,
going to take that risk.
he won't. A lot of people greedy. A lot of people
Like
greedy.
that, it's not people. When people is rich, they scared to go broke.
Yeah,
He ain't gotta worry about going
People work every day.
They ain't
Broke
worried
people
about
work
going broke.
every
It's just
day
he's
because they don't know when they gonna get to the.
There's certain levels of rich. There's certain levels of rich. He ain't got work every
Oh,
day.
they just tried that
But
shit
even
again.
that,
They
what?
just tried to smear campaign Kanye. And
They
had him
do
list
it
of shit.
every
They just
day.
they just tried to say that
They always discredit.
they
I
tried to
don't
say
fall for it.
they tried to say Jay-Z sold his masters
Oh
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And he had to clear that up.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I never fall for that.
But that's what they know that the average person gonna go for the clickbait.
Whatever.
They know that.
The
Most
headline.
people, right? All right, look. When me and you talk, right? We do our research. The average person that talk them shit like this, they just going on what they seen.
Yeah, all right,
or
like
what they think.
a lot of shit. Like
Or
I
Instagram.
don't want people to think like I'm backing Trump. It don't have nothing to do with Trump. I'm just going off Biden because like I really have a hatred for this man because the way they make him seem so good. Yo,
Yo,
he had Did you see the joint when he was like, yeah, I have hairy legs, and they used to swim and rub my legs back up, and the kids used to jump on my lap, and I like when kids jump on my lap, and he said, I'm used to dealing with roaches, but it
yeah,
was
I saw
all
that.
black kids out there.
I saw that.
And y'all sitting there talking about this nigga not racist, yo.
Yeah,
Just like,
Well, he told black people if you don't vote for him, you
Yeah.
ain't black.
What?
just like the governor of Pennsylvania. This motherfucker, when he runs for the governor, you see him down north handing out patterns and shit. I haven't seen him since election day, yo. He never
well,
gonna
we
feel
already
it.
know it's for the.
You know what I'm saying? But no, that's what I'm just saying. But,
You do
but
what you
people
gotta do to
always
get the vote.
talk about Biden. Yo, it's no different, yo. If you ask me, vote for whoever the third person is. That's what I say. Even though I know they don't got a chance, but just to fuck up the system, vote for whoever the third person is. We ain't vote for no fucking Biden or Trump. Vote for the third person. They be mad as shit.
What's y'all campaign? Fuck both of them.
I'd have voted in Kanye, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Birthday party.
It's crazy ass.
I don't think either side is.
They're not for it.
Either side. I mean,
I don't know much about the both sides.
Then I don't get. My whole thing is.
What I say with Trump, the blatant. I just don't think he just fit for office. Like all the presidency we ever seen, I don't know. Some people say that's good.
at least he honest.
Is that good?
Yeah.
I always be saying like I
least-
feel
at
like
least you know what you
I don't hate Trump as much as I feel like I'm programmed to hate him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's probably just programmed.
Programmed
That's
to
a lot
hate.
of that going
Yeah,
on.
I
already.
mean,
A lot of that
I
going
disagree
on.
with the things he.
People
Like,
don't catch on Trump shit all
for
the
me-
time. Fake news.
For me, I don't like the vision, but I get why he do it. Cause it's like that's where it comes in with the realness. It's like as a president, you program this is my country, all y'all my people. But if you giving me an ass to kiss, he feel like fuck you.
Yeah.
That's why he say yeah. If they come and then people go say, what do we mean by they? You know, it's way more like with the protest. He said yeah. I'm getting cops to gun them down. There's no black people out Portland protesting. But the news will make it seem like
he
he's
wanna
saying
gun
that
down
towards
black
black
people.
people. But there wasn't no black people out there. So
A
he
lot
just
of them-
saying
a
it.
lot
That's
of
what
them
I'm
out there,
It's
they was
certain
in the
things,
back.
like for instance, when the people who was rioting, they were like they all bad, they all should be locked up. But when those white people, what was that? The Klans. Oh, you say, it was only certain bad ones up there. It's like, what's the difference?
Too much emotion
listen,
involved,
the only
man. When you
difference-
go in politics, no emotion.
Yeah, but
man.
it's only
All lies.
only thing was different from those groups was white and black. Just like he never spoke on any of the guys that got shot.
Okay, and that's what I was about to say. I knew he was about to get there. Go ahead.
He
I'm
never
gonna
spoke
finish.
about that, but then he gonna speak about the kid that shot him. He said, he was running for his life. Like, how?
All right, now this is what people forget. When Obama won his office, I think it was Trayvon. It was Trayvon on one of them. When that shit happened, everybody was bashing Obama because he took forever to speak on.
Yep.
As a president, you don't get to it. I don't fault Obama or Trump. Just like with this whole Corona shit, everybody is Trump, it's Trump, it's Trump. How is it Trump when you have a head of the CDC? Nobody's talking about Anthony Fauci, who has stock in the vaccine. How you got stock in a vaccine where you're supposed to be the head of the CDC? Nobody's talking about this. They keep saying Trump. Nobody's talking about fucking Biden with the commercial talking about, oh, my first day in office, I'm going to implement this plan I had since March. The outbreak ain't really happened to the end of March or April. How did you have a plan on it already?
Man, this shit.
Like, that's the shit I be like,
Politics is
motherfuckers
grimy.
don't, they be fucking me
Bullshit.
up with that, yo. I don't get it.
They telling you lies, man.
I don't get it. That's why I said,
That's why I said, I ask people now.
I'm just saying that the things he's saying out of his mouth. I ain't saying he had things, but how you gonna disrate? When he disrate, when the only thing he's speaking up on, the only difference is white or black. That's my stand. That's like when he protesting with the black people, all of them is bad. They all should be in jail. But when the white people protesting, they ran over those people. You say it was only a few bad ones. It was just a few bad ones, but they the ones that was doing all the writing. They did
But-
more. So
but
what's the difference? The only thing,
No,
what's the
no.
difference?
When
You really expect a 70-year-old white man to really defend?
No,
It's not that. I'm just saying.
No,
what's
it's not.
the difference?
I'm not
That's
defending.
my
I'm not
point.
defending him. This
No,
where
no,
this
I
where
ain't saying defending.
not by the time. This where the news gets you mixed up.
I'm
at.
saying him.
No, no, no.
This
Listen,
was
this
recorded
where-
from his mouth. not
Exactly,
the
but
news.
this is what I'm trying to tell you. This where the context come from. They tell you they'll aim it towards everywhere. He's talking about Portland. Portland is still the ones that's rioting. That's what they're talking about.
No, I'm-
When you do your research and look up Portland, when you get off this air, you gonna see what I'm saying.
You put in another situation. I'm
Talking
talking
about
about situation with Trump. What he's saying?
No, he's
With
talking
certain
about the
situations,
Charlotte
that's
with the
all.
white people, right? But that's what I'm saying. Even now, when he's saying that he was talking about black, he never. If you look at any of them Johns, you see a handful of black people. It was mainly white people out there. In Minnesota, it was mainly white people out there. But the news is only like, all right, I'm gonna send y'all the group chat. The news will show you, I was violent protester. It'll be us over here, we chilling, right? But then it'll show you the white people breaking out the windows. But they're gonna show you us chilling. They're not gonna show you the white people breaking the windows. They're gonna make it seem like we broke the windows. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. That's what they were doing. The news is doing this. Not Trump.
A lot of white people.
This is the news that's doing it.
Them Antifa.
That's what I'm saying. They getting paid. They getting paid. They getting paid
to
to do it. So they out there doing all of it, but they're not showing you in the act. They're showing black people out there. They might be talking how we talking, but you know we aggressive when we talk. So to the news, it look like they're saying you doing it, but then they'll show you a broken window. So now you only showing black people. So it's like black people did that. And that's not what's happening.
When you see that, what you think?
That's what I'm saying. That's not what's happening. But that's why I'm telling you, when you go and do your research on the shit and see who's actually, because they got
Listen,
actually
I'm
videos.
talking
Listen,
about what Trump is saying. When
I
they ask
get
him
what
the
you're
question.
saying,
I'm
but
not
you're
talking
missing
about
that.
what Portland thinks. He's saying this, bro. They say, how you feel about when they?
Yo, am I saying anything different? Y'all get what I'm saying, right? I get what you're saying. He's saying both, right? But I'm telling you that you're missing. You're going off of the news part that he's talking about, the black part. But I'm telling you, look deeper into it. And when you actually do your research on somebody who on Instagram, this is when you need social media. Somebody who actually posted and hashtagged it, and you actually see for yourself that it was white people that did it. Now you look at it as, all right, the news gonna make it sound like he's saying it's black people, but you know in reality it was white people. Trump not dumb, he know it was white people. The news making it seem like it was black, so then they got people that think, then you think it was black people. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. That's why everybody always quick trying to rationalize it black and white, black and white. He just saying people fucked up in general. That's what I'm saying. I'm not vouching for it, but I know enough to do my research, whereas though it's not like you about to tell me like, all right, Biden got to join down and keep saying Biden said nigga twice, right? In a sentence. But he said, I say, quote, the mayor said, and then he said nigger. But the news is putting it out there like Biden said nigger. No, he didn't. He said, quote, somebody else said it. You get what I'm trying to tell you? The news don't tell you the truth. They're going to tell you what they want to tell you. Just like the whole bleach joint. Everybody saying, oh, he said, well, put bleach in your skin. They rant with that. If you listen to the whole joint, wasn't said like that. You just got to do your research. That's why I be trying to tell people.
But like, you know, people don't do their research though.
Sweating, bro.
No, it's how this shit is.
It is hot. I'm sweating like a
No, because that shit. I just hate when people
They
argue with me about politics when I actually did my research and watched this shit, not just off the news. I'm not going off of what the news tell me. The news got a narrative, just like entertainment got a narrative. They want us to go against each other. What been going on lately? Cops been getting shot. Why is that? Because they telling you, oh, cops do this and cops do that. Cops been getting shot left and right now. And it's cool, but at the end of the day, who gonna win?
That's not cool though.
No, to the news, because that's what the news promoting. Like the news just, I watched the protest joint in Minnesota. They wasn't doing shit but marching. They like, yeah, they were violently protesting. They was in there marching. It was white people. They violently. I'm like, they're chilling. They're talking to the cops. Why y'all promoting this narrative? When did you know the news to do that? They promoting ignorance.
No, they've been
that
doing
shit
that.
is sad, dog.
I watched the documentary, the 13th. They was how Nixon, how they would like look at the black man, kept calling them super predators to put fear in people to make them think that, even though we not the violent ones. It's all how the media play games. It's certain words they use and it's certain like visuals they put out just to like you said, program your mind to think certain ways. There's only a few of us that got a free
They
mind.
want to keep telling you the white man hates you, the white man hates you, the white man hates you. So our kids that's growing up during this era, they're going to really sit there and
You
think
got
that.
people that really believe
Everybody
that
is
you walk
not
out the
bad.
house, a cop gonna shoot you.
You got people. I seen a joint. They was like, they said all white people got good credit. They think white people just going up and get what they want. I met a boy at my job today. He got an 8. He showed me an 8. I didn't even think that shit was possible. I'm thinking he said 800. He got an 8. I didn't think it was possible. I'm like, yo, I should screenshot this shit, dog. It's just.
Yo, let's switch lanes. Cause y'all niggas sweating. He tired. Your button. Fix your button, man. Make
The
sure
bottom button, affiliate.
Nerd, speak on the year 2020 in general. Matter of fact, walk us through it and speak in your opinion. When did 2020 go left?
Shit, Kobe died.
When was that?
That was January 20.
No, it was like March, right?
That was January.
Was it Kobe or the chicken sandwich that started off 2020?
No, chicken sandwiches first.
That was last year. The chicken sandwich was last year.
Kobe died January 26th. Yeah, that kicked.
So it was Kobe and then the chicken sandwich.
No, that wasn't
No,
2020.
The chicken sandwich was last year.
That was last
Because they
year.
came back out with it in October.
Oh, this gonna be one of them years you gonna tell your grandkids like, yo, 2020 was
We just gonna
crazy.
skip over this year. 19, 21, 22.
I mean, you got, like I said, COVID, then you got COVID, then you got the cops killing, the killings, and then you got Trump, the PUA frenzy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All kind of shit.
Crazy
man.
about the follow the POA. Like, there was so many people was so late on it.
What?
Niggas was late.
What?
Like like people still trying to get it, like they first time getting it. They did.
I hear people still trying to get it.
They still, I thought they first they
And then they gave us the stimulus.
Yeah.
Shit, this a crazy year.
Mark
bro.
still get his.
Yeah, and they took I'm still missing $7.80. They gave me $11.82 and 20
A
cents.
lot of people died.
Yeah,
Man, like,
the murder rate
yeah,
super
man.
high right now.
I'm seeing a lot of weird shit.
change.
They gonna definitely make a movie. They gonna make a movie
It's
about
next
this
year.
year.
2012.
Yeah.
And it's September. It's only September.
Next year be better.
Hopefully.
I mean, it's just get the comedy back running. I mean, I think this is the new norm. We was thinking about. I don't think it's bad.
What? The
Just
comedy?
wearing masks every day. I don't think it's a bad thing.
I mean,
Right,
used to
as
it
far as
now.
like your immune system go.
I mean, it's
Breathing
not
in,
bad. I don't
Listen,
think
when
it's
I-
a bad
breathing
thing.
carbon-
Just be.
It's about to be hoodies and masks out here, man.
You're
Just
supposed,
talking about
to get exposed to shit, so this way when you get it, you used to it. They blocking you up, wearing
Yeah.
gloves and shit, like, that's stupid.
This shit deeper than we even know, man. Like,
Yeah, a little too much shit.
I
Yo,
just
a
hope
lot
they don't
of
make
shit
that
we
vaccine
seen behind, like,
mandatory.
we pull the curtain
like would
back
you
and shit,
gonna
like
take
that.
the would you take the vaccine?
I'm not getting it.
No, it's
I
crazy.
never had.
I don't have no
It's
choice.
supposed to be
But
all
what if
right,
they
too.
do it to where you can't get in certain, you can't
I
go
was thinking
shop?
that. I was thinking that.
schools.
They might have a line like, let me see, did you get your vaccine?
Yeah,
You can't come in
yeah.
here.
I know I don't
Like,
have a choice.
It might be to the point where they be like, yo, you can't work. I'm willing to do that. I'm gonna just work under the table at that point. I'm not getting it.
I don't
I'm
know.
not getting it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
anybody in the
crazy. I was
hospital
thinking,
gonna do
on
it.
the flip side, what happened? Like, was those same people sometimes like with like the flu shot or those other shots? Like, it had to been an outbreak to start to get the shit. You know what I mean?
I'm not getting it. Cause them same people they got stock in it, they don't give it to their kids. I tell you something, I ain't getting it.
Oh,
Yeah.
But they gonna put that pressure on.
Yeah, they is.
people.
I just hope they don't
Anybody
do it
who
in
is
school.
essential worker,
That's my whole
with the
thing.
person.
I
Like,
think
they
about that
like,
shit all the time.
you
I'm
know how
like,
you need your shot ready
You
to
gonna
stay
have
in school? I
You
just
can't
don't want
get
the
you can't
COVID
get
in
your
it.
you can't get your ID,
Yeah.
ID, your license.
Yeah.
I guess you got your
Yeah.
on your license. Did you get the
Oh,
COVID
yeah.
like the
vaccine?
donor John. Yeah, I ain't getting it. It is what it is. I'm moving out.
You know, I'm
We'll do
nervous.
this.
As soon as they come in, yo, COVID, the vaccine is here.
I
Everybody
start-
reports to the auditorium.
I start thinking it too much, like, cause I'm in a religion. I be thinking they gonna insert a chip in you or something.
That's what
I'm
fucked
like,
me up. They nowhere near a vaccine. Though.
No, they said
No,
October.
they have one.
And they doing testing in
have-
They
Pennsylvania.
said it's supposed to be ready.
They
by
already
October.
have
So
one.
if you
They
never
just
had
came.
COVID, you still gotta get the vaccine.
Hell yeah.
Bro, they gonna.
That's what the flu shot is putting a little bit of the flu in you.
You can't go to this store unless you got this
Yeah,
vaccine stamp on you.
Or yeah, I think
Niggas
it's
gonna be
probably
selling
your
them.
ID.
Niggas gonna be selling the food leg stamps.
Stamp me. Fake stamp me.
I got your COVID stamps, COVID stamps.
Yo,
Yo, I wanted to speak on anybody hip to what's going on with Joe Budden
No,
As far as his deal,
as far as
they're trying to.
the smear campaign.
Oh.
What's the smear can? Y'all,
Well, first of
somebody's
all-
publicly bashing somebody.
Because you don't, but basically, like, if you don't want to take a deal, we
Well,
gonna.
he said it ain't
make
come
it
from
look bad.
Spotify. He said it came from Charlemagne, iHeartRadio.
What you mean?
All
Charlamagne
right. So
owns
first of
fucking-
all,
I don't like how Joe Budden screamed on Charlamagne like that.
No, I get it.
I get it though.
I get his.
I watched a little bit of it.
I get his fight and what he trying to, but how he dragged. Then he kind of low key brought up Charlamagne's sex joint. I was like, come on.
Rory tried to stop. me,
Yeah,
but-
Rory. I was like, bro. And Rory was like, chill, don't do that.
Yeah.
I get it because that's how I feel. Like I just said, like when people that won't bend for money don't talk about the movement. Then, like, because if now you so
Don't tell
pro-black,
me I'm crazy.
Yeah, you so
Like,
pro black and black excellence, but then it's like now you just like you bashing my deal.
See, so first,
Right.
so
you taking money.
first they let his ex girl Tahiri. This around the same
Oh.
week he dropped his joint. She dropped his joint.
Yeah, I think
Then
that
they pull up an
definitely was
old
planned.
video of him talking about playing with a dog and shit. They pushed that. Mind you, I heard that episode. That shit was years ago. They could have been to that when it came out because he dropped the video right after he dropped the episode. Then somebody drops a fucking recorded conversation between him and his new baby mom. It's like, yo,
Oh, you know what I think sometimes?
all this shit in 1 month, yo, come on, yo.
I think about, do he sit down sometime and be like, this shit ain't worth it.
Right.
man.
They all feel like
This
that.
fame shit.
They all feel like that.
No,
They all
it's
feel
not
like
that.
Like, imagine you finally get your money and your whatever your fame, and then you sit there like this shit.
So
this
what was
shit
the deal
hard.
worth?
The deal was, it wasn't about money, it was about ownership. He declined it.
He
So
wanna
now
he
they-
wanna do his
Now
own.
they
He wanna
trying to
own.
trying to
everything.
close the door on him. Like, so putting all that shit out there was to close the door on him so somebody wouldn't fuck with him afterwards and shit.
I mean, I don't think it was Spotify either. It was
Yeah.
it was one of
It
the.
was, he said it was
I don't want to say
Charlamagne.
Charlotte, but it might have
Or
been like
Alva.
that mix.
Is it pack? I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah. It all, they did it wrong.
I look
It
at
all
it.
came
Look,
too,
you know how
they
it
threw
go.
all
If
that
you don't
shit
play
out.
ball,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bash your name.
But
so
it
we
wasn't
can stop
them, though.
playing.
That's on every level. We
Yeah.
talked about it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
That was
It takes a certain
I
amount of
never
people.
was one of them to believe them kind of tactics, but
But
that right
I will,
there
I will
opened
say
my
this.
eyes,
I
though.
will say this though.
No, look at the Bill Cosby situation.
Joe Budden say in his raps that he hit a woman before.
Yeah.
You feel me? But
he been through a lot of shit.
But
He had
just-
too many public relationships.
Right, that's the
That's
thing.
fucking
Like,
more.
But you know you in the public though, so you know how that go.
Yeah, they
You
threw,
a
all,
public figure.
they threw all that shit at him at one
but
time.
look, but now it's like it's already over, kinda. Like we all, niggas past that shit.
Yeah.
Man. It was like
It ain't
I feel
stay.
like all
That's why I
scandals
like
be lasting. It lasts like 1 week
Hey,
and
yo,
niggas
true.
don't care no more.
You don't like me, you don't like me. I'm gonna say what I want to say, do what I want to do.
Yeah, Joe Budden, that shit was
Especially
crazy.
with the girls. I don't even understand what you. I hate when women say, "Oh, he hit me," but you ain't press charge.
But I heard a rumor he
Is it
got
true
a
or
deal
not?
with Amazon Prime. That's what I heard.
Yeah, they starting a podcast now too.
But then that's still signing with
Yeah,
somebody.
I
like-
don't get why. What's your fight?
But I don't know how true that is.
This
though.
and that's another thing. He had the same fight with Complex because he not getting paid off.
But what's stopping him?
everything.
What's stopping him from just doing his show and like get money through like
He don't
Patreon
want to
or
use his
something?
own money.
That's what he was saying. He was saying he did the deal to get the information.
I mean, I feel
That's
that.
basically what he said he asked Hov. I watched that part. He said I asked Hov. He was like, yo, Hov was like, no, he said, but I respect that. He said I respect. He wasn't even mad at Hov. He said I
Because
respect
they lied.
that.
He
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
He was like, Hov told me straight up, no. He was like, but they sit there and he was like, basically their deal, they get paid and they get promised shit. That's like us doing the John Hair and they like, well, you getting stipends, but then when it's time for you to get your stipends, like far as off the endorsement money, you're not getting shit because we paying you. So he was like all that. He like we can say Hennessy today and then.
Oh,
Hennessy
and it's like
gives us a check.
like when the label give you advance you money,
Yeah.
then you got all the hotel fees and stuff. So when you get your check, you really got to give them their money back.
Yeah,
Reimbursement.
they have. Yeah.
No, yeah, but it's
That's
different.
their
It's
investment.
different.
You're their
Podcasting
investment.
is different with that. It's,
No, I'm just saying like
yeah,
an
yeah,
example.
similar, but it's like basically like if we sign a deal and it's like, all right, this is what they paying us. But then anything they make off of endorsements and shit is going to them. But we getting the endorsements, so it's like we the machine.
And we find out.
It's
What
like
we,
the-
it's like
everything
finding.
similar to the
It's like
360
finding
deal,
out.
right?
It's
We
like
doing
finding out
everything.
what you bring in and then wanting to renegotiate.
yeah.
I think the same thing with
That's with
Kanye.
everybody.
Because
No, it ain't-
you look at Joe
Kanye
and he
different.
was
it
saying.
wasn't his contract. Kanye want his masters. That's the difference. He
But
it's
don't you
not his
sign away the
No.
contract when you get signed?
Basically, they told Kanye in order for him to get his masters, he got to redo all the songs all over again, and then he can get his masters.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you
That's
know,
a
already.
lot.
That's
Making it
still-
What I'm saying, the contract ain't that's in the contract.
nobody's giving up the masters.
What I'm saying, ain't that's in the contract.
I think Ray Charles was like the only one that owned his masters, right?
I don't know how that goes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
It
when somebody
is a
like,
part of-
hold on.
it is
You
a
got
part of
you got
it.
your
that's what I'm
masters.
saying. They know what it's worth
yeah,
now. Back then,
yeah.
they didn't know what it was
Right.
worth.
But you was
Shit,
kid.
Mace was
You was
coming
a
up,
kid.
Hov
That's my
about.
point.
No,
I mean,
but not even with that. A lot of them, like now, a lot of people going into the deal, they know about the masters, but they're not putting that on the table. So it's like y'all said, if I'm hungry and y'all offer me $2 million, it's like all right, I got a contract at the end of the day. You don't know how your music gonna be, so you just taking the deal. But then once you realize the impact that your music had on people, now you like, oh fuck,
My
that,
shit
I want
worth
my
way
master.
more,
Yeah, I want
yeah.
that. Like everybody be. I just had to tell a boy who was saying with 50. He like, yeah, 50 did his friends wrong. 50 said he told what was the boy that he started G'ing with? The producer.
Shot Money.
Oh,
Shot Money, he was like, he told Shot Money, like, I want 60,000. He like, ain't no problem. He said, I can give you that now. Like, I give you that right now.
he
He said,
said
what?
take the point.
Yeah,
and
he was like,
the-
take a point, which was actually a couple
Couple
mil,
mil.
and I give you the 30. And he was like, no, you trying to get over on me. But that goes to like I was telling you.
Not knowing-
But we don't be
Listen to-
educated.
Yeah, you
though.
listen to the news. The news gonna make it seem like, oh yeah, 50 did him wrong. When you go in contact and look
50
at what was
fucked with
behind
them
it,
niggas.
This ain't that. Nobody really was his friends besides Yayo.
no, ain't no friends in business. It's two different Johns, but it's like it's the fact that he still was trying to look out for you. Like he like, I'm making you 30 just because you want money, but then in the back end you getting millions, like you getting royalties for this shit. Boy, like no, I want because he felt like he doing. You got people in his hair. Oh, he doing you dirty.
Yeah, like, would you take the million or would you take 30,000?
But at that time, you don't know. At
Don't
that
know
time, you
nothing
don't know.
about points or none of that shit.
No, not even that. Not even that. If you did know about points, you don't know what that album was gonna be.
Yeah.
So it is like I
Yeah,
get
to
it.
wait and watch
Yeah,
him.
I get it, but
You gotta have
I'm taking that chance.
100%
I'm taking
faith in
because
somebody
30.
to take that
down,
game.
though.
No,
You
no, no,
said you take it
no.
down.
I'm saying that with that deal for 30,000. Yeah, give me 30 and I take the points because it's like that other 30. That's not really gonna hurt me.
But that's like I was watching
If it was a couple hundred, then that's different.
you know the guy ARP that we on the rap battle league, and he said he would approach battlers like, yo, I can either give you this big bag right now, or I can give you a little bag, and we split the money off these views
Niggas think he trying to get
2-3 years down the line. They like, nah, give me all my shit up.
Lump
He's like,
sum.
all right, now you should go 1 million views. and
Right,
people-
right.
But that's
like,
smart
That's to go
business.
back
From,
what you said
that's
with
smart
the
business from him.
negotiating.
Right.
That's smart business from him, and that's why they do that because
But he
they
said
know.
he give him a chance to
Yeah,
pick, but
yeah.
most niggas like, nah, just give me my couple
They
thousand.
know
right
most
now.
niggas
You don't know
do
what
that.
that's taking
But
away.
they don't got faith
Yeah.
in them, nigga. You
Then
might
your battle wind up doing
Nah,
10
man.
million views.
right, and you can't get all
You don't
ARP getting everything.
But listen, and you got people that, let's say one of them big battle rappers, and then he realized, then he tried to backtrack. Then
But that's
he
what
wanna go
niggas
to
doing
suit.
now, though.
That's what's
That's what they
happening.
doing now.
You know what I mean? If you knew what you knew now,
Right.
That's what Joe was saying. That's what Joe was
But
saying.
with the Kanye situation, I just feel, and it's
I-
just me. It's just
I
me,
agree
and I feel
with
like
him, but
as
I'm
a
just
man,
saying they just trying to
as
hold
a
him to that
man,
pen.
yeah, as a man, I would be like, at the end of the day, you did make us a lot of money. Even if we give you some of your masters, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, in business,
They gave
they
nine.
don't
Yeah,
own shit.
I was just about to say that. Ain't
No,
none of
I
that.
get it.
I'm a man.
I get it.
When it
I
comes
get
to
it.
business, business is business.
I get it, but I'm just saying how I roll. Like if you earn me a bunch of money, that's the least I can do. You know what I mean?
Because
Because
a
you're
lot of
still
people's
rich.
business
But a lot
don't
of- yeah, I get it.
Them
Don't
labels,
accept
them
it.
labels ain't nothing without the masters.
No, I get it, but like I said, the way I think, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying the way I
No,
think.
yeah, yeah.
I look at it as if they were to do that with Kanye now, it's gonna make a lot of people want to come and fuck with you even more. So you're still making more money.
They don't think like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where
Young
you
Boy
know?
just tried to get his. I'm like, it's too early, bro.
Bro, NBA
No, that's the time to do it though.
No, it's smart though.
That's the time to do it.
but
But
his
he's getting the
shit-
bag right
He
now.
gonna-
You don't
he
know
gonna be
that
the
bag
last-
gonna
He gonna be
slow.
the last celebrity to die in 2020. That
Yeah,
shit
NBA young
possible,
boy.
God.
I remember you said that too. I remember that.
Hey, OD'd or he got shot in the city or some weird shit. Watch.
Second he started
Did the
talking
young
about
boy
masters
die
shit.
this year
Louis
too?
started
No,
talking
that's
that
what we
master.
saying because he trying to get his masters.
No, Tekashi was Mr. Bull that died in the
Oh, XX.
XX, yeah.
That was 2020?
Was that
last
20?
year.
No, that was 18 or 19.
I don't know where this year. Y'all say Kobe.
Kobe was
Was
with
the
it
start.
started.
Yeah.
Nothing happened before Kobe?
Nah,
Nah.
Kobe, yeah, that's a Kobe.
That was it.
Kobe was January.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
Kobe
it's
was the
2020.
first.
Kobe was the first of the BS.
The fucking Tiger King was this year.
The what?
The Tiger King joint on Netflix was
Yeah, that
2020.
was this year. That was talking.
That was, I lit, yo, that's crazy.
Yo, the year didn't get crazy
I
to
ain't
me
here for-
until I woke up in the
Just fucked
NBA.
up,
I
though,
woke
man.
up in the NBA stop.
COVID was when shit really
Yeah.
got.
When the
That's
NBA
like-
stopped.
That's when the riots start to happen.
Yeah, and I ain't taking serious till NBA stopped. I said, yo, this
I
shit.
woke up in the middle
I
of the
started
night
getting
and seen
scared, like, this shit might kill us.
Listen, my boss called me panicking. 11 o'clock at night. Yo, what can I say?
Yo, I get the call. Maurice coming to work. I have a choice.
I told my
My
job,
dumb
I
ass-
said,
I
I
wanna
think I
take a
can.
vacation.
I said, I think I
All
get in
this shit
contact
on
with it. I need them 2 weeks. Y'all paying too. I think I get in contact with it. He's like, all right, just take the precautions.
I had to be careful what I wish for. I'm in the crib like, yo, why they ain't tell us we had off? I get the call like, yo, putting that unemployment shit, y'all
I was
off.
going to shopping for the whole season on 2K.
Yeah, that shit.
No, that shit was nerve
The
wracking.
niggas ain't taking serious until they stop NBA.
We was on here talking shit.
Niggas
Nobody
ain't
really
taking
took
it serious,
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, nobody really knew what it was.
Joe Biden did.
Chill. He got his lawyer kid on and all that.
Yo. Yeah.
No, yeah, that shit was.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit was nerve wracking to the motherfucker, man.
Nerd, what's your top 5 on IG?
Female.
Top 5 females.
Yeah.
Oh, Yaris, Sanchez.
Okay.
Bro, that's come on. You know that's tough, bro. It's so many.
One of your old Jones, she had a baby recently.
Who?
True Diva. Miss True Diva.
Oh shit, I forgot about her, bro. There's so many. What's her name? White Derrick Rose, wife.
What's
Oh.
her name?
I need his ex-wife. Oh no, I'm
know
talking
her
about
name.
Larry Fisher. I'm talking about
Yo, it's too many, bro. Like, bro, it's so, I'm trying to stay off there.
I said
man.
rumps.
I'm
My
trying to
top
stay
five
off
is,
there, man. Remember I used to do the post. I used to do the on my site. I used to do this post. Book called Stalk Her Instagram on my blog. And I would just post all new bad Jones. Like, it's chicks that still hit me up. Like, yo, such and such hit me up. You had mad motherfuckers hit me up, athletes and shit. That shit crazy, man. And IG is the devil, bro.
Damn, right? You might as well put your feet in them.
I'm hot as shit, man.
What's your five?
I got 5.
I'm curious.
I got years 5 times, man.
Yeah, I got Lil Precious 5 times.
I got years 5 times.
I got.
And I met her in person. She bad as shit.
I know, yo,
Yo,
I don't know why I just thought that was a dog, yo.
I like.
I seen that shit. I don't know my mind, so I thought it was a dog. I was about to jump on the table with the water.
I like Gym Star.
Uh-huh.
Jumpstart.
That's a joint with the legs that look
Yeah.
like a name out.
Yeah. Yeah, check me out. Let me know.
She ain't bad enough.
Yo, come on, yo.
That's fake.
What's fake? She's
Yeah,
standing right
Chubb
there.
already said last joint. Him like nothing is fake. It gotta be like
I gotta think, cause I've been adding so many.
Chubb like
Oh
bitches,
yeah, I know.
Chubb like bitches with
She
Apex.
be on a popular joint. Like that's what I'll be seeing on the popular page.
I ain't gonna find. I'm like, damn, that's just too much shit.
I like
Too
I
much
be liking the
ass,
Jones
man.
that.
I mean, I gotta top the joint.
They
They're
started-
not even models. The Jones that wear their clothes.
Bro, they
be
started-
looking better than some of the fucking.
They starting to all look the same.
Yeah,
bro.
the ones that make the clothes, the boutique chicks, like they starting
They
to
all
look
wear the
good.
same shit.
They
you know?
starting to all look the same.
Don't get me wrong, look good, but it's just like I ain't got. I'm not about to pick you out. Like, your feet look better.
And I came across this joint earlier too.
Oh, yeah, that's-
that's
That's a sleeper.
yeah,
Man, it's too many. You can get a new 5 every day.
yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
It's a new
Fuck
5
this.
every day, man.
But yeah, I mean, it's.
I ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
crazy.
Like
A
how?
lot of
You
beautiful
know
women
what's
on
crazy?
Instagram,
How much
man.
more crazy can it get? It's gonna be more. This is just imagine 5 years from now what the app's gonna be like,
Yo.
bro.
Yeah.
I don't like that they rushing technology. That shit bothers me. Like we were saying with the watch. Damn, give us a 2-year gap, man. They breaking the shit out of us. I just got
No,
the
they
fucking
give
watch.
you a
They
they
give
come
you
out with
a
two
deal off that
two
shit.
iPhones a year.
It's
That's
too
crazy.
soon, yo. And then it'd be like, I remember before it was the Nokia, you was playing the Snake. They had a 10-year run.
Remember the next
Then it
time?
was, then it was the that, and then it was the
Chirp.
flip phone.
The sidekick.
Then it was the chirp, the side. Everything had a 5-year
Remember the
gap.
G1?
Now,
Y'all remember the G1?
that shit
Oh,
over.
I remember the G1.
Yeah.
That shit
They
over.
make
That was
too
the
much
first time
money.
I caught up. I was behind in like 5 years. Every 4, I ain't catch up to like the
I ain't gonna
G1.
lie. I kind of do want the Razor again.
I want the Blackberry.
Yeah, I knew it.
I'm buying it.
They got a new one.
I want the
pre-orders.
I want the Blackberry
I bought it.
Gold.
the new one, right?
Yeah, I bought it.
I'm about to say, I'm about to go back to the
The
BlackBerry.
Blackberry, I feel like that's the best phone.
Because I don't
ever,
care about
man.
social media. I might just go back to the BlackBerry. I can
The
swear
BlackBerry
everything I
was
need on
hard.
I
that.
had the yellow and black chirp.
When you
Motorola
wanna leave, then you
joint.
do
Husky
that.
joint. Throw that shit at your joint.
My words don't flow through church, so where you at? Who that?
I ain't catch up till the iPhone 4. That was my first iPhone before.
Shout-
I
Are
just
you
got
earlier
an
than me?
iPhone
I
11.
ain't catch up to
Everything.
iPhone 5.
Honestly, bro,
I just got an iPhone last year, iPhone
responsible for all this
Yeah.
shit, bro.
I just
Shout out
got
to
an
Art-
iPhone this
Shout
year.
out to Art for getting me the all black Razor. Remember that shot?
I'm probably talking about some shit.
Shout out to Art, man.
Yeah, I ain't catch up to the iPhone.
Came up
4.
off that joint. I had some
I couldn't
fake
even get on
ice
the
cream
gram.
from the flea market. Traded them joints for $20.
Oh yeah, yo, we not doing the shirts, yo. We gonna do the hoodies. You holler at your
What's up with the fleeces?
fleeces.
Yeah,
What
I'm
for
a fleece-
us?
Yeah, I'm a fleece type of dude instead of a
What the
hoodie.
fuck is that?
It's a hoodie without no collar, without the
A
hood.
sweatshirt.
Yeah, sweatshirt.
I'm gonna be fucking.
Come on, man.
My fault.
Come on.
Niggas wanna be cash.
Yeah, we gonna do the
You know what I
hoodie.
mean? Listen, I got edible arrangement like a week ago, so I'm still coming up that high.
Right.
Khakis. Khakis with one FR on them.
Let's talk about that. Like,
What?
hey, just because you dress it, you gotta be going somewhere. Why you can't just?
Why you
dress
gonna
it?
say that? Cause you dress right
Yeah,
now?
he felt so
No,
much.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo,
Everywhere I go, everywhere I was no.
Yo, I used to-
This
I-
your thing? This your thing though? This you
Nah,
now?
because listen, niggas don't put creases in their jeans no more, yo. Like the way, let's say that. Let me see your ensemble.
I'll
Like the way, and then you got the
shoes
matching,
crazy.
then you got the matching watch. Like,
Shoes crazy.
yo, it looked like you either went to a picnic or you just gave a mean sermon at Bethel Town.
Why can't just this how
That's you?
this
Is
can't
that
be
you
my
now?
swag?
You not
No,
comfortable.
that's
what you
No,
call
I
it?
can't- But no, I was just talking about somebody. You know, back in the day, that was the everyday thing.
And that's when they used to wear knickerbockers. That's what I'm saying.
No, come on, yo. Come on, yo.
Yo, but that was like the style, like back in the day.
The nigga
Every
got-
day
listen,
you put a suit on.
We in here casually talking, and nigga got his top button on.
I always
It's
put my top
business.
button. You always say that.
No, is this you? Is you now?
Where you tie at?
Chubb got a mean deal that he
You had the
just
blazer on. You had the
You
blazer
tired.
on the other night.
I did.
He just closed the mean deal. Man, I don't want to go to Buffalo. Now I was like, yo, we can go.
We
He
can
happy
go.
as shit. It is on him. It is on him, yo.
They know, baby, go Dutch this.
It is on Chubb.
Damn.
I just finished that job. I paid half of it.
So, Nerd, what y'all doing when y'all getting back in the kitchen,
We
man?
coming back soon, man. I just needed a break. I was burned out on all that shit. Honestly, the podcast, it was starting to feel like work. Like,
That network shit sound decent.
What you
I
mean?
like
Like what burnt you out about it?
I just felt like I was like almost.
But y'all ain't, you wasn't under the pressure to like to record every
I wasn't
week. Y'all
under no pressure,
y'all
but
wasn't-
it
y'all
just
wasn't
it
doing
was.
that.
Creating a
Maybe
show.
it just was a personal thing. It just was
Yeah.
feeling I was losing the fire. Like I had to
I
take
see
a
what you're
break,
saying.
and now I'm like now be sitting around like damn I can't wait till we get back
Right.
on there. For a while I was like I just wasn't feeling it. I think I was just burned out.
Right.
I saw it was. I took a break from a lot of shit. Like,
When the last time you been on the station here, John?
well, I still be on there, but I ain't recorded one probably since July.
Okay.
Well, I'm coming back.
I ain't feeling
Trust me.
something.
Like, I've been,
Yeah, he said we got in the station and started killing it. He sent the email, they
I
ain't
ain't
respond,
feeling it,
so he
dog.
said fuck him.
They never
So I
responded
was
to
on
my
it.
email.
I was on it.
I'm like,
about what?
Hey,
I'm
yo,
like-
T, I wanted to
Cause I
ask
hit
you.
him up. I'm like, yo, like,
What?
you know, we new to this. I said, but already we bringing a big foul in from Philly. I said, we got a lot of people in Philly. You know, we could work out some type of deal or something. Motherfucker read that shame with pies.
they ain't even, shit, they fucked with me on like they paid me and shit for my views and my.
You got paid? How the fuck you do that?
Bro,
I'm about the Joe Budden station.
They sent they I don't know if I sent them an email or they sent me one, but it was about an ambassador program, and they pay me every 1st and 15th, bro.
What's good?
Facts.
How much work you had to put into it? Was it a minimum? Like you got to do 4
Uh,
shows a month, or?
See, with station here, you can do a whole joint without even talking.
See how they do it? They go by the unique views, like of
Okay.
each show, like.
I got
So how many people you get to come on there
Oh, with you at the
Oh.
time.
on your show? Like
Yeah.
it don't matter, but they don't count. They don't count if somebody come listen to it again. It's one unique view. Like
Ah.
you gotta really bring
So it's
a
like,
lot
yo,
of
I'm about to.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I wasn't even doing. I was doing that shit with nobody. I just leave that shit on there. T, I wanted to ask you, is there anything I can do with that shit that's on there?
Well, they take
That
it
shit-
off.
Yeah, put that shit on YouTube or
See,
something.
that's the thing, bro.
I could, or could we put it on the podcast app?
Yo,
I want
we
that
need,
shit.
We need that Matt episode.
I want all that shit.
That shit.
And that's what
I
I
gotta
was
send
thinking
it to
about
you. I
too,
want all
bro.
that shit.
Like them episodes we doing,
Yeah.
we gotta be able to take them.
Yeah,
shit.
I
They
want my
can just
shit,
wipe
yeah.
them out.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
just be fucked up.
I was thinking about that shit all week. I want my shit up there. Yeah, real shit. We was saying some shit.
You
Our
want-
first episode's on there. Yeah.
And the card on the playoffs.
Once you go ahead and just, for the listeners, you know, write down where they can find you and things like that.
Man, you can find me. You can
And what
find
you
me
got
on.
going on
When you
later.
coming back to Twitter, nigga?
And when you come
I'll
back.
be back soon. I had to take a break, man. They keep bashing the black man on Twitter. I'm taking a break from that. But you
Man,
can find me on Twitter, nerd at Cool Table. On Instagram, Nerd Nash. You can go listen to all the old episodes on iTunes, Church for the Wild. It's I don't even know how many. It's so many. Start from the first one and it'll take you on a crazy vibe. Especially you, if you're going through something with a female, bro.
16 through 19.
I got like, it might be more than that. I might have like 10 episodes just when I'm going through it. And just, look out, man. As I've been chilling, I've been thinking about like when I come back, I want to do more shit that's gonna make an impact 20 years from now, man. That's what I've been thinking about, like, not just doing shit just to do it.
The hot
man.
topics, right?
I tell you what 2020 made me think about, like, not on the weird shit, but like death, really, like, when you gone, like, how you gonna be remembered. So that's how I'm attacking 2021, like, it's just about the legacy. I'm gonna try to do everything thinking about my legacy.
We had that conversation too, me and E, as far as like, we don't.
Yo, we have a lot of conversations, man.
Y'all niggas don't get started. Don't even start.
He never pick up my phone call. At least he
Yeah,
picked
he
up
have a
for
lot
me.
of conversations, man.
Y'all ain't had conversations from there.
Corey never picked my phone call.
Because all these people dying, and I'll kind of be looking like how people remember them.
Yeah.
And it be like, damn, like that's what it's about. Like
That's
that's
why-
really what it's about.
That's why that little nigga sit next to you. I be trying to teach him, right? That's my legacy like that.
Loudmouth again. Loudmouth chick again.
No, but we recently was talking and we was like, yo, we don't have to record every week. And when we come back, we don't have to talk about the trending topic.
Don't, bro.
Because we record on Sunday, so whatever happened, everybody else had to shine.
I'm pretty sure you go through enough in your life in a week that you
talk
could
about
come
that.
in here and just unload that shit.
Yeah.
You gotta think 20 years from now when people listen, they ain't gonna care that you ain't drop it every week. Like, as long as you got content there. like-
Exactly. Once they can look it up and you
right, and you
and
there,
something
it don't
there.
matter.
I agree.
Yeah, you said something that kind of like been like on my mind. Is like you know how you got the mindset you don't care what people think. I'm starting to like reverse that.
As you get older,
Yeah,
it's like,
it's
what's
like
your legacy?
when people, it ain't like personal stuff. It just like I asked one of my homies, who the boy you me with the Hellcat? Fat reading boy with money. Damn, that's how you describe it. So it's like, damn, when somebody say you, how do they? It don't necessarily gotta be something negative, but how do they describe you? That's nut ass boy right there.
Nut ass. Anything
Yeah.
nut ass, you a nut ass.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, some people
You gonna
say it
go
out of
with your
spite,
guard
but
up, yeah.
just like on some realistic shit, when somebody say your name, like, what do they attach to it?
Dirty young boy from the projects.
You don't say it.
No,
I mean,
Ben Tuck,
especially when you
Yeah.
gone, like.
that's your legacy. Ben Tuck, son.
Nah.
You gotta create your own lane, man.
See why I don't know about that.
I mean, that's deep. Like,
Samara part.
Yeah, cause it was like, you know
Cause I
how
be
we always
trying-
been
cause I
sort
be
of like,
trying to-
I don't care what people think about me. I don't care what people think about, but when people do speak to me, what do they say though?
yeah, I always, for some reason, it helped him. Like, I felt some type of way. Like,
Not even.
I cared too. I thought I
love
cared
to be
too
described
much.
as that. Mars, some.
I cared too much when somebody thought
Even
about me.
now, like I respect what y'all saying with the legacy. I still don't give a fuck because at some
I
point,
feel,
and but look, but back in the day, you know, like Troy, I was watching Troy. You know how he was like, yeah, my grandkids. I thought that was dope back in the day, but now it's like I know after my kids go, they ain't like I don't got no memories of my grandpa. I don't know. I know my dad and then my own. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So then now the people, my dad, and they know my grandpa. So once they go, it's over with. His legacy is gone. So it's like, as long as my kids remember me, that's all I care about. I don't give a fuck about no legacy.
Yeah, it just
Because
like
a legacy could be tarnished. Like niggas could just make up anything.
Yeah,
that's the.
You know what I'm saying?
Look what happened with Bill Cosby. If it's true,
Why you keep saying that? How
He
you feel
from
about
Philly.
Bill? How you feel about Bill?
No, I
Cosby?
didn't say
Philly.
it. I didn't.
No, yeah, but they try to tarnish his name.
They ain't tried. They did. Like, no matter all the good he did.
No, they tried.
For North Philly.
Tried because like I
Like, he
said, I
started
don't
building
think-
up North Philly when they getting all them buildings.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Start
Like
now.
now, 20 years from now,
So he's 80. Well, he 86.
niggas might start the convo of Bill Cosby with the race
Bill.
instead of all that other shit.
Yeah.
If you bring up his name, nobody gonna
They
say
could-
nothing about it.
they-
The first thing they did, that's
they-
what
they
they
It's
fight.
an old head that was drugging the
Yeah,
girl.
they're not
right?
even gonna know that he had a
Yeah,
TV show.
yeah.
They gonna know him for that. They ain't
Yeah.
gonna know about the TV show.
The
That's what I
first
said.
thing they gonna talk.
But that's why you say it's so
it could be tarnished. Like I
Yeah.
said.